See mommy Nkechi, a rapper don't tell she the new for grave where my uche de papa emeka. Don't blind from growing, picking don't fall, now watch up I'm raw. Me self they shake my hand no feel. Yesterday we laughed, today I just swim more. If we don't stop this night where we they share, tell me who go sing for the ones we know they.
She need the voice from under the soil. Brother, don't let my blood turn to oil. Little Ada they ask where my papa go. Her small hand they shake, she knows I be this woe. I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
No, make we try yo. Back up in the day.
I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
Oh, make we try yo.
Back up joints with a trembling. Oh, hey. If we know.
I see mommy Nkechi, a rapper don't tell she the new for grave where my uche de papa emeka. Don't blind from growing, picking don't fall, now watch up I'm raw. Me self they shake my hand no feel. Yesterday we laughed, today I just swim more. If we don't stop this night where we they share, tell me who go sing for the ones we know they.
She need the voice from under the soil. Brother, don't let my blood turn to oil. Little Ada they ask where my papa go. Her small hand they shake, she knows I be this woe. I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
No, make we try yo. Back up in the day.
I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
Oh, make we try yo.
Back up joints with a trembling. Oh, hey. If we no join now, our children go so.
Na wana na mose vive na kiti enui. Na tulaje bwana mabuli vemelem. Kuja. Ati be kwena tulane bovo. Timalugo no nugo do koko do nyano be hule. Dani mona tunilu. Na ya kalakala kwa lerinu mwangulu. Ngula matali waso jere futa mbaka njuba diali. Mama abulezi okwenu. Na baka la kelu egonezi enwe. n'ụbọchị akara ka eluego n'udezi maka na aba abane n'ụwa aralụ n'ute yi ụmụ Biafra kụnye enu ụmụ Biafra kụnye enu ọnụkwara igbe ọnụ n'ụlọ mọnọ n'ezi bịa kere enu ọnọ n'enu lila tọnọ na ndagwurugwu senyi tọnọ n'ugwu gbadata ya ka anyị were efu obi wee nataba n'ụba anyị maka na anyị ụkọ n'ụwa milion wee gba ọfụfụ ma ha bụrụ eziokwu enyi n'aka ndị kwọta mmiri ka egbe agwachasị enyi ka ka ezu ezu ọpa bụrụ ebe wee rụta mmanụ ụmụ Biafra kụnye enu ka anyị were ofu obi wee nataba n'ụba anyị maka na ofu obi agbaka mma na anụgo n'onwe ụmụ Biafra na m ekele unu niile nke a bụ nke anyị nwa adati na ijele nwanyị bịa kene gị ọkwa gị bụrụ ụkwụ ekele n'afa ndị otu Biafra is our hope and the Biafra is our religion nke ọ dị na nwata chi eze amụ n'obi bụ onye hiwere ya wesị ya kene kene arụ gị adụmegwu Chukwu ike mba one of Biafra land mmọnwụ be m ọdọgwu na-eli akara ya dike nwafọ ndị Igbo jiri dị ebube bido n'ebe ichebele mmọnwụ be m abụzikwa odogwu eji mara Igbo niile odogwu eji mara Biafra bịa adụmegwu Chukwu ọba gị si ekene ekenelu gị Filipu Efiong ọ bụzikwa nwoke kwuru okwu wee kwụsị okwu si na Biafra ya ekunye na ya bụ Biafra ya tụrụ ugo wee nata ọ na bụrụ na ya bụ Biafra ekunyego n'ọkụ ọgụlị nwata n'aka na ele ele ọba gị si ekene ekenelu gị onye ndu Maazị Nnamdi Kanu Amadike Biafra kedu ebe ị nọ dike Amadike Biafra bịa n'ụlọ ọkwa gị bụ ofe onye tiri ndị iro mgbada nwụrụ anwụ n'isi
and cannot try my case.
Amadike.
There are things that are happening in this country that a lot of you do not know. It is my duty to make that very, very clear to all of you today. Because the lies are too much. The lies are too much. I sent a petition to NJC for personal gain. Her son and her husband are facing corruption charges. They told them if they convict me, this is what happens. Nobody wants to do it. That's the problem. They sent her to my case. So they can
Biafra government they know na exile cabinet bia no no ano ekene unu jisinu ike na Chukwu na nda na ya agba unu ube maka na onye sụrụ bịa ya atọ ka ịmalụ ga-enu eyi jisie n'ike Kanelo Mondi Biafra Revelation Army Umuchukwu. The angels of Biafra and the great oracles of Biafra Nananunu. Nanunu GC Canon. That's a go about home. I say, can the Prime Minister H.E. Mazi Simon Webber? I was equal about to be the best. I tried to do more Biafra, I don't got your temper with me.
When I just show you, you will not see.
Yes. Mweji mwangu kojilo sinodilo kasojilo yatijisojilo wewalaso Muzikwe wabatobi Pagada gididi kebya nunu Mweji wekwala niyo Kujine chukujele di Biafra na nunu Nuna beke nege Asimona ya dele Biafra ni nenama Asino ya dele ni nenama Mandaye na bono mweno Udela yiwelienne Mandaye na bono Nudonu no mwe Makana mbona boke kwena abonike Aboya na no, aboya no No before the belly dead no one I believe a good legacy will last forever, I believe and the remembrance of my bless you.
This is not wicked word. This is not confusion word. Listen to Palibran. I'm really telling you a story about the one lady girl. Pali they go to work to. Pali they work for bank. Then I enter for motor. The driver they go. The driver they go. Opposite Udi. But they're not on the side. Along the school road. I see people run. I see people run. Then I ask the driver waiting they happen. The driver waiting they happen. The driver tell the party boy. See no day for talk. See no day for talk. If better you take your eye and see. Then I call the driver. The driver waiting. The driver waiting. This is not wicked word. This is not confusion word. Listen to Palibran. I'm really telling you a story About one lady girl, holiday go to work, holiday walk for bank, then I enter for motor. The river they go, the river they go, opposite Udi, by the rocky hand the side, along Gusukudu Road, I see people run, I see people run,
the very oldest language on the face of this very earth. Chukwu okike abịa mapụrụ m ihe niile, Chineke na onye ndị nsọ na-efe wee na-akpụ isi ala nye onye anyị na-agọzi aha nsọ ya mgbe niile, onye anyị na-aja mma wee na-eto anyị enweghị iche ọzọ ewezuga gị. Anyị anaghị efe arụsị, ọ bụ naanị gị bụ onye kere ihe niile kere eke mana onweghị onye kere ya. Ọ bụ ya mere ndị gboo ji wee na-etu gị ebighị ebi. Ndị nsọ na-agba oche eze gị okirikiri ha na-akpụ isi ala nye gị, ọbụladị ndị okenye oru 2 na 4 bụ ndị na-atụ mkpọ ọla edo na ala ha niile so na-ede nsọ Chineke nna nke igwe. N'ụtụtụ a, ehihie, abalị, n'ụwa niile bụ ebe ụmụ gị gbasasịrị ka ụkpaka nna nke ebere dị ngọzi ka anyị na-akpọkọta ha eze ebube n'ime eluigwe wee na-arịọ gị ma mma gị na ebere gị, amara gị na ọmịiko gị ebe ndị gị nọ. anyị wee na-arịọ ka iru gị wee chaa n'ebe anyị nọ. Anyị wee na-arịọ gị ezi ebube dị ngozi ka i wee tinye ọgbaghara n'etiti ndị iro, ka ha rabụ ndị kụziri ka ha wee megide anyị, onye nwe m na Chineke nna dị nsọ, ka aka nsị ndị dị etu a wee baa ha ọnụ, ije obodo ekwensu bụ zuu wee laa ya n'iyi. Anyị wee na-arịọ gị, onye na-adịgide ma ruo mgbe ebighị ebi, biko nụ ka i wee mee ka Biafra wee bịa ọsọ ọsọ nna nke bịara na ụmụ gị atakwala n'ahụhụ. Anyị wee na-arịọ gị ka iwe na anyị ezi echiche na amamihe, mmekọrịta nwanne na nwanne, ịdị n'otu ọganiru, ịhụnanya nke pụrụ iche, onye nwe m na Chineke nna, ka i wee tinye ụmụ gị ezi mmụọ nke eziokwu ma wezụga anyị aka ajọ ihe n'ime ndụ anyị nna nke bere dị ngozi. Ka ọ ga-abụ ikpeta maazị na Biafra ga-abịa, anyị ga-aja gị mma wee too gị, wee gọzie aha nsọ gị, kpee isi ala nye gị, bulie aha nsọ gị elu site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ebi ka a na-arịọ gị. Ise ise ise. This very morning, all of you, I believe that those who are watching know who we are and why we do what we do. My name is Nnamdi Kanu. I am the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra all over this very planet Earth, the director of Radio Biafra and Biafra Television, and by the very special grace of the Most High Elohim, a servant of the wonderful people of Biafra. We are live and we are direct this very morning, afternoon, or night, depending on where you are. And we start this very day by making it abundantly clear that the greatest enemy of a black man is the way that we reason. If not that the way we reason is very, very abhorrent, there is no need or reason why we should be suffering and complaining every blessed day without the courage to do something about it. I don't want to denigrate the death of Abiola because he did very well for his people. The Yoruba political leaders, they fought and agitated until June 12 became a public holiday. Is that not true? One man, one Yoruba man. And we lost over 5 million people. Do you see why you people are not leaders? Why you're not cut out to lead? Have you not seen Netanyahu stand before the whole world during the commemoration of Holocaust that happened in Europe? Every blessed year. Have you not seen Her Britannic Majesty, the Queen of England, Queen Elizabeth II, stand at the cenotaph the 11th of November every blessed year to remember those that fought and died for their country? Do you also know, Dave Umahi, in your stupidity, you don't even begin to acknowledge that had all these men that perished in the trenches had they not died in the trenches, look at what is happening in Plateau, look at what is happening in Taraba, look at what is happening in Benue. Look at what is even happening in Niger State. The same thing, look at what is happening in Yoruba land. The same thing could have been happening to us today. Let me tell you something that you don't know. Because these men fought and died for us. They gave us hope. That was the job of Ojukwu. Ojukwu was the Moses of our time, our trailblazer. God used Ojukwu to say to us, there is a promised land somewhere called Biafra. Only when you people are worthy will I lead you to that land. Israelites were wandering all over the wilderness for 40 years. We have been wandering now for over 50 years because of our sinful nature, because of our wickedness against our own people. This same army that killed our people and slaughtered us is the same army that you criminals are inviting into our land to kill the same people, that their fathers were killed by the same vagabonds that you're bringing in. Do you see why we despise, why you people are lower than vermin? One, you don't even know your responsibilities. You have no idea what it means to be a leader. You don't have a clue what it means to be a leader of a people. You people should have been the ones directing us and saying, these are the days we honor. These are the things we are going to do. Did you take the lead? The answer is no. Until IPOB came, or until Chukwu Kikabiyama determined that we should come. Instead of you to say, this is a very laudable initiative. How do we get the government of Nigeria to acknowledge 30th of May as the day that a grave injustice was done to a particular race? You idiots, due to what I will call political expediency, you are more or less interested in safeguarding your own private political position. Shame on all of you. Some of you say, oh, but the Yoruba agitators, they don't insult their leaders. But their leaders fought for the death of one man, one single man, Abiola, to be recognized and immortalized in the calendar of, should I say, Nigerian politics. You lost over 5 million people. Out of cowardice and fear, you can't even rise up to defend or argue for the right of these people to be remembered. Do you see why you're not leaders and can never lead?
I want you to understand that Nigeria impacted you, impacted your life, and today you branded with so many negative names to the point that you are scared of your own freedom because of the negative impact of Fulani government policies in your life. Only Biafra can solve this problem. That as Biafra, using Nigeria passport, you are treated as a criminal or as a terrorist, while you are not one of them. Yet, your low self-esteem could not allow you to support Biafra. You are scared of what Biafra would be. You are scared of the lies and the propaganda that they manipulated you into. I want every one of you watching me today on this State of the Nation broadcast to think that the impact of tunnel vision focus on the negative and how this can make matters worse than they are. They create more stress. They create more stress, increase insecurity, and we end up engaging in behaviors that are ultimately disconnected from our values. Today, some of you have completely disconnected, even with your so low self-esteem and your insecurity on supporting Biafra. You have been disconnected from the value that made you who you are as a Biafran. Yes, a vicious circle. Nigeria has given all this as a failed state. What I'm telling you today is fact. We do not mince words. Nigeria has given all these things I have said as a failed state. This is the impact of Nigeria in your life. A failed state. Today, when the Fulani terrorists were attacking Abuja, all of you were running scatter. Some of you that build one bacha in Abuja, in the area where they attacked, you ran for your life. And the government were not there to help you. Because I want you to understand that no, the presence of Biafrans in that area are much. Just the way when they attacked church in Yoruba land, all of you were shouting, they have attacked Yoruba, they have attacked Yoruba church. Do you know the number of Biafrans that were casualties or victims in that church attack is higher than the number of Yorubas? Have you forgotten that almost all the people that were interviewed as a victim of that church attack were all Biafrans? Igbo-speaking Biafrans. Are you not aware? That is why we are now addressing every Biafran across Nigeria. A failed state without strong governance that plunged into disorder. Nigeria is an example of that. Violence and sponsoring terrorism against its own people and citizens. Nigeria, being a failed state, must end by 2000.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us on today's program. I appreciate everyone that has connected wherever you are connecting from. You're welcome.
Please like and share the program on your platform, share to family and friends, share to everyone that is close to you so that they can join us on this very morning section. It is weekend and I wish everyone happy weekend. It is a work-free day. So many of us are in our homes resting and relaxing. It's a day of rest. But I thank you, Kukabara. So many of you still have your time to spend with us here on this program. I appreciate you as you give those time for us. Happy weekend once again. And I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Accept my greetings according to your time zone, wherever you are joining us from. I appreciate you and I welcome you. If you're watching us on TikTok, or you're watching us on Facebook, or you're watching us on YouTube, where I'm hosting the program, I welcome you and I appreciate everyone that has connected. Please, as you join us, like and share the program. That is one important thing you can do for us. Help to like and share. You know that the social media network is not our friend. They are not promoting our program. So many times, the notification does not get to people who are supposed to join us. So the only way we can be able to beat this attack is by you helping to share the program. By the time you share the program, the algorithm will have no choice than to get people who have to join us notified so that they can join us on this program. So my fellow Biafrans, wherever you are watching from, I welcome you once again and I thank you for being part of the program. It is weekend and it's a special weekend. You know, every weekend is always special to the Biafran people. As I always say, there are two important days that we always have at heart, Saturday and Monday. On Saturday, Biafrans come together to support the restoration of Biafra and the full actualization of Biafra. Biafrans from all walks of life gather together on Zoom to make contributions and raise funds for the defense of our land. It happens every Saturday and it's going to happen again today, 7 p.m. Biafran time. Make sure you are there to play your own role. It is important. As I always say, we don't have any other choice. I wish we have another choice. Then we can be looking at that and say, okay, let's try this. Let's try this. But as it stands today, we have no other choice except to continue to fight on the side of the United States of Biafra. And that we will continue to do until we get to our destination. Remember, in this platform where we are, this is a platform where we come to express our minds, a platform where we come to interact with the world, a platform where we come to share our views. Here we speak about the restoration of Biafra. We support everyone that is genuinely seeking for freedom, regardless your orientation, regardless your race, regardless your gender, regardless where you are coming from, your ideology, or your own opinion. As long as you are genuinely seeking for freedom, we are here for you, and we are going to speak in the same voice with you. We will align with you, and we are ready to learn. We don't claim to be master of knowledge. We don't claim to know everything, but we are open to learn. That is why we welcome those who have superior argument. If you have a superior argument, try as much as possible to join us on David Herbert channel on YouTube, where we are hosting the program. You go to the comment section, you're going to see the link. All you need to do is to click that link and I will bring you in. We will listen to you and we will go in line with you on your argument. It is your responsibility to convince us or we will convince you. At the end of the day, either you learn from us or we learn from you, and somebody must learn something. That is why we are here. So do yourself a favor and also do us a favor. Don't just be on the comment section and be creating distraction or pushing out your anger or disagreements. Be bold enough to click the link and then join. I'm speaking to those who are with me on David Herbert channel where I'm hosting the program. We are not yet admitting people on TikTok. Maybe in time to come, we might be admitting people on TikTok to join us and speak. But for now, we are focusing on YouTube where we are hosting the program. And remember, in this platform, we don't come here to instigate violence. We do not come here to preach hate. We don't come here to attack people or individuals. We don't come here to attack any race or religion. What we do is to preach freedom, and that freedom we will continue to preach until we get to our destination, which we will as soon as possible. We know that there are a lot of trials and temptation, there are a lot of obstacles on our way, but in the midst of those challenges, we are not giving up. Remembering the word of our Prime Minister and the word of our Supreme Leader, Mazen Nandekano, which states and said, consistency is the key. Each time we remember that consistency is the key, we remain consistent in pursuit of our freedom. We don't care how people feel about us, what they think about us. It doesn't really matter to us. It doesn't matter. You are entitled to your opinion. You can say anything you want to say. You are entitled to do that. Freedom of speech is for every one of us. That freedom of speech, enjoy it as much as you can. All we ask that when you join us on this platform, try to be civil. Simple. Just try as much as possible to be civil. It doesn't matter how angry you are, how dissatisfied you are. It doesn't matter what your opinion may be. Be civil so that the world will understand you, not only the Biafrans. So that the world will understand you, whether you are a Biafran or non-Biafran, whether you support Biafra or not, whether you agree with us or not. Try as much as possible to be civil while you are presenting your case so that the world can be able to pay attention to what you are saying. Because a lot of people are watching us, a lot of people are looking toward us, more especially this time that we are seeking for recognition. The Biafran people must be cautious of what they say online and how they present their program. If you are a Biafran and you are joining us on this platform to speak, you must be cautious of what you say. You must mind your speech, the way you present your case, because the world is watching. The world is watching. It is a very critical time. The pursuit of recognition that we have embarked on is something that is involving everybody. It involves you, it involves me, it involves the government as a body, and also each and every one of us as individuals. That's why we must be very careful what we say, when we say it, and how we say it. So today on this program, Weekend Hard Talk, we have chosen to deal with a topic which says, the courage of the United States of Biafra set the stage for success. End the media propaganda now. The United States of Biafra have been very courageous in the pursuit for the full restoration of Biafra, and I applaud them for that. If you don't, I do. And there's no law that says everybody must agree with what I have said or must align with whatever the United States of Biafra is. There's no law that says that. We know there are people who are aggrieved. There are people who are not in line, do not like what is happening. But the way people express themselves differ. The way people express themselves differ. There are people that disagree with what the government is doing, but still they try to hang around and see if correction may be made. And there are people who cannot take what is actually happening within, and they want to stay outside and watch. And there are people who saw what was happening, they don't agree with it, and instead of walking away and keep silent, they go away to destroy what they themselves have helped to build. These are different categories of people. Where do you belong? As I said, we don't have any other choice. Always remember that if you are genuinely seeking for freedom, we don't have any other choice except the United States of Biafra that we have today. That is why we have to nurse it, manage it, until we get it to where we want it to be. It is not going to be an easy task. If you find out that you cannot be able to do it, there's nothing wrong in you stepping aside. It is not mandatory. But when you find out that you can be able to endure within and do what you have to do, continue to endure and be patient. With time, everything is going to be okay. It will never be like this forever. While we are waiting for our leaders, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Mazi Simon Ekpa, to join us, we must continue to do our own part the best way we can. The United States of Biafra government is the only option that we have. And who are those government? It is you and I. We must have to make Biafra what we want it to be. It is not an easy task. It's not an easy task. It's going to be a very, very, very hard one. Sometimes when you look at it from some angles, it will look impossible, but I bet you it is possible. It is very, very possible because we don't have any other option. We don't have any other option. At this point in time, we have seen that the government of Nigeria is coming up with different kinds of propaganda. They have been able to train different kinds of people on different categories to continue to fight against the restoration of Biafra. We see this attack coming from right, left, and center on daily basis, and it will continue to come. Don't think it's going to end anytime soon. It's not going to end anytime. The attack will increase. It's going to increase. And the most dangerous aspect of it is that those of them who pretend to be with us and they are not with us. Those of them who are bearing the name Biafra and yet they are working against the Biafra. Those of them who confess Biafra in their mouth but in their heart, they know that they are doing a different thing altogether. These are the most dangerous set of people that we have among us now. And there are many of them. All you have to do is when you join a program or when you are speaking about this Biafra, make sure you are speaking from the bottom of your heart based on what you have seen and what you believe. Do not do anything because someone else is doing. Don't speak because someone is speaking. Be able to say what you can defend if you are being called up anywhere, anytime, any day. Very important. You must be able to defend whatever you say. We have passed the stage in this struggle where you just come out, open your mouth and say things that does not add up. You just open your mouth and say things that you cannot be able to defend. We have crossed that stage. We have crossed that stage. Long time ago. There was a time in this struggle when all you need to do is to on your camera, make the noise. It doesn't matter what you say. Make the noise and let the world hear you. That was during the time of the IPOB. IPOB under Mazen Nandekano. Mazen Nandekano gave them that chance to speak in their platforms. All you need to do is to air your opinions. Shout Biafra. That's all. We just want to hear Biafra in your mouth. It doesn't matter how you put it. It doesn't matter what you say. It was all acceptable then. And I bet you the IPOB, as at that time, did a great job to bring Biafra to the limelight. But after that process, we began to go into the full restoration of Biafra, where you have to need people that have experience, where you need the intelligent ones, the educated people. We graduated to that stage. And that was the stage that frightened so many people that they began to fight against the same Biafra they worked for. Because somehow they felt that they will have no place in the new Biafra that is coming. And I bet you every one of us will have a place. It doesn't matter how uneducated you are. It doesn't matter how educated you are, whether you are poor, rich, small, big, male, female. We all will have a place in this Biafra. Do not be afraid. Do not be afraid. So many of us are feeling threatened, and the fear is making us to go against something we are supposed to protect. Something we are supposed to protect, fight for, defend. We are scared of it. We are even fighting against it simply because we are scared of the future. We are scared of the known. We are not too sure what is going to happen. And that was what destroyed the IPOB in Nigeria that we have today. The original IPOB created by Mazen Nandekano, what destroyed them is the fear of the unknown. The presence of the intelligent people frightened them so much that when you come on with some intelligent ideas, they see you as a threat. When you bring a suggestion that's something that is above their comprehension, they will see you as a threat. They will go to the extent of calling you a saboteur. And that actually discouraged so many people from joining this struggle. Until Master Simon Ekpa came and broke that chain. The presence of Master Simon Ekpa was a very big threat to so many people. Not because he did anything wrong, not because he wasn't serious, not because he wasn't fighting for Biafra. They know deep down in their heart that he has come to fight genuinely for Biafra. But some of them thought he was coming to take their positions. Some of them were misinterpreting his hard work for coming to take their position. And that was the same thing we are facing in the hand of the Janjaweed. When Ahmadu Bello interpreted our hard work as domination, that was how some of them saw as someone that he came to dominate, that he came to take over everything that they were. Some of them even made a brokers and said that somebody that joined yesterday, all of a sudden, he was brought from the back door and today he's rising to the highest peak. That was why some of them fought Master Simon. It wasn't because he wasn't capable or he wasn't offering anything. They knew he was doing very well, because many of them even praised him while he was an independent person working. They appreciated him, but when he devoted his time, it became a different ballgame because they feel threatened. We must change that tone today. We must align ourselves with the future ahead of us. The pursuit of the restoration of Biafra is a relay. Once you run your race and you find out that you can't be able to continue, you give to the next person. The next person will run and give to the next person. And that's how it goes. You cannot continue to hold the baton when you know you are tired. You can't continue. You cannot. There's no way you can continue. You cannot run past your own stage. Once you get to your stage, you hand over the baton to someone else and the person will continue the race. That is how we are going to win. And that is exactly what we encourage everybody to do, even as it stands today. In as much as we know that the government has so many challenges, there are still certain things that are not being done right. There are certain things that need to be corrected, but we need to continue to push it and push it. Simply because we have no other choice. We don't have any choice. And we continue to repeat it again and again and again. For those who think we have to come out and tell me if they have another choice, we don't have. The structure is one. The foundation has been laid. It is one. And when you are creating another structure, you must have to go and change the foundation. And when you change the foundation, you know what is going to happen. But today, we are all building on the foundation that was laid on a solid rock. And we believe on that foundation, put in place by Mazi Nandekan. And upon that foundation today, Mazi Simon Ekpa led a structure. And today, the United States of Biafra government is today building on that structure of Mazi Simon Ekpa. Whether he is with us or he's not with us, we will continue to do what we have to do until we get to the promised land. So wherever you are watching this program from, I urge you in the name of Chukwu Okike to please stay strong, be focused, and do what you have to do. Do what you have to do. A lot of things are going to be happening in the future. So many things are on the line. And I want every one of us to get connected to what is happening. Do not allow yourself to be deceived. We know there are so many propagandas and blackmail out there against the Biafran people, more especially. And those are areas where we have to be very careful. During the 1966, 67 to 70 war, 3 years war, one of the reasons why things happened the way it happened was because there was nobody hearing us the way they are supposed to hear us. We were not in charge of the media. We were not in charge of the media. That was one of the reasons that things happened the way it happened. Because if we had been in charge of the media, the war would have done better. And the war would have gone in a different form. Why Biafran people were losing their life in Biafran land? Why Biafran people were facing genocide? Some people did not know what was happening. People didn't know what was happening. People in Lagos, we are still enjoying themselves. You can imagine if Lagos, we are enjoying themselves, not paying attention. You can imagine people who are far, far, far in other countries. United Kingdom, their government was in the forefront of the war, but some of their citizens didn't know what was going on. The same thing in the United States. They didn't know what was going on. From the information that they gathered, when United States actually found out exactly what the story is all about, they wanted to switch over to support Biafra. But the information got to the Biafrans very late. Before they could change their tone, Biafrans have already, the Nigerians have already manipulated Biafrans to accept the no victor, no vanquish, which was fake. No victor, no vanquish. Look at where it has brought us today. More destructions, more obstructions. I wish we have continued. If Biafra would have held on for at least another 1 more year, if Biafra could have held on for a little more longer, by now we will be in a free nation. By now we will be living in a paradise. There's no doubt. By now we'll be living in a paradise, because this wasted 50 years and more that we are seeing today would have been enough to build Biafra to a standard. These years wasted, more than 50 years wasted already after the no victor, no vanquish. If we had sacrificed some years from it again, we would have been, our land would have been a paradise by now. But what we are seeing today is more damages to lives and properties, more damages to our personalities, more evil that the government is pushing, more genocide, more death on a daily basis. And what is happening today is that they are using the media against us from all angles, from all corners. And I thank Chukwu that finally the United States of Biafra government is launching the radio, and the radio will be launched today by the grace of Chukwu about 7 p.m. Biafran time. The radio will be launched where people can be able to be getting information about what is happening, not just from those of us who are independent broadcasters on different platforms. And that will not equally stop us from being an independent broadcaster, because there are still certain things we will come across that you can't hear on the radio. The radio has been there, even when the radio Biafra was there, with Mazen and Nekano broadcasting. So many of us, we are still in our platforms broadcasting, and everything was going superb. So some of you that will feel threatened by the radio, don't feel threatened if you are a Biafra. The message is still for Biafran people, and every one of us have a role to play. No amount of media that we can provide that will be enough for the message of Biafra. We're supposed to build as many as possible. And I thank you, that finally the radio Biafra is going to fly. And I pray that it will be sustained. Because we have floated radio before. This is not the first time. We have floated radio. We have floated TV also. But for one reason or the other, it was not sustained. And I believe that this time, this one is going to be sustained. And how is it going to be sustained? It's through your effort, you and I. We all have to put our hearts together and work towards the sustenance of this radio. That is one of the things that we are lacking now. We have so many projects, important projects, and so many projects that we put forward, but implementation becomes a problem. Most time, implementation of these programs are what the problem is. Wonderful programs that have been introduced by the United States of Biafra government. Wonderful programs, excellent programs. I have not seen any program they have introduced that is not viable. They are all very, very important programs. But implementation is where we are lagging. And I pray that Chukwu Okike will strengthen us and give us more wisdom, more strength, more courage to be able to implement every single thing that is being put forward by the government to work for us. We must continue and we must not look back. The media propaganda of the enemies is increasing. They will never stop. If you think they will stop, they are just starting. Once we finish one phase, they will enter another one. You see, we are still battling on the face of the attack on our general on the ground, the attack on Gentle. And I always say that attack you see on Gentle is not targeted at him. It is targeted at the United States of Biafra. It is targeted at Biafran people. You, every one of us that is genuinely seeking for Biafra, that attack is targeted at you. So if you don't know that that attack is targeted at you, it means you don't know what you are doing. Because by now, if you are a genuine agitator, you should know how Nigerian government operates. So many of us know. We know how they organize their fake operations, how they organize, infiltrate what is working to create their own impression that it is not working. And whenever we see such things, we call the attention of the masses to that. That is why we are here. Because we have seen them play the script over and over again. So many scripts they are playing in Nigeria. Thank you for the social media today. We have been able to unveil it, unravel it, and today Biafrans are kind of walking away from that script. There are so many scripts. Which one are you going to call that? The script of telling you that Biafrans don't love themselves, Biafrans don't like themselves, Biafrans are the one killing themselves, Biafrans are the enemy of themselves, Biafrans cannot govern themselves. And they say it when they repeat it over and over and over and using their media. Some of you begin to believe it. Even Biafrans, they say, begin to doubt themselves. So many of us today are doubting ourselves. That can we really have a country? Some of us are doubting ourselves. Is it true that Biafra have been declared? Is that declaration real? Will that declaration stand? These are questions that some of us are asking ourselves. Not because we want to, but because where we are coming from. Nigeria has created that scenario for us, and some of us are buying into it. Nigeria have written a script that have lasted for many years, and it's going to take time. It's going to take constant message as we are preaching to be able to overcome that. Constant message. You see the lie of Igbo coup. Did you see how many years it took them before they accepted that it wasn't an Igbo coup? You see how many years it lasted? Since 1966 to date, take how many years it is? From 1966 to 2025. How many years is that? A lie have been pushed against the people. Lie that have taken innocent lives. Lie that have taken a lot of innocent lives. Only to be discovered in 2025 that it was all a lie. And even after that confession and discovery, some people are still hanging on to it. So you will go to some programs on their conventional media. You will still see people talking to the direction that the Biafrans caused a war. You still see people blaming the Biafrans for the Civil War, blaming the Biafrans for the pogrom, blaming Biafrans for the death of their so-called leader. Something that was created and orchestrated by young military officers of Nigerian army. Young military officers. It has nothing to do with any tribe. The only issue there then, there were many people who were from the Igbo extractions who were in the position then. And because of that, they now target that it is an Igbo coup. But it was never an Igbo coup. From all angles, look at it from left or right, and from the intention of the people who carried out that revolution, it wasn't even a coup. It was a revolution they went for. It was a revolution. You call it a revolution. That's the right language to use. A revolution. But in order to target to the Biafrans and create that problem, to create a good environment for the colonial masters to be able to manipulate and do what they have to do, they decided to target to a certain region. And look at what that have brought upon us up to today. It has created so much chaos, so much distrust in the people of the zoo that they can never trust you as an Igbo man. More especially the Igbo person. They will never trust you. So many things that they have done. You can imagine, even in our Biafrans, in Biafra land, the old Southeastern region, they went to the extent of creating different kinds of narrative. using the uniform of the Biafran soldiers to attack their brothers and tell them that it is their Biafran that attacked them. The same thing we are still seeing today. The same thing we are still doing today. Even in 2025, they are playing the same script. And when they play it, some of us will still come and say, oh, it is not, it is your people. And some of us believe them. The insecurity in the Southeast today is orchestrated by the government itself. The government, the politicians ganged up. You know, sometimes we will mention these politicians we are talking about are sponsored by the government. The politicians that are sponsoring this insecurity are handpicked by the federal government of Nigeria. They are handpicked, and their duty is to make sure that they destabilize Southeast. Make sure they do not have one voice. Make sure they don't speak on one voice. Make sure they continue to fight with their brothers in that zone. Push so many narratives that is obtainable. There is one video I watched where they were interviewing one guy, somebody who was, I think he was part of the revolution during the time of Civil War. He was present, and it was a former general also, and he was speaking, asking questions that why are we not asking why we lost the war? He said, why is the Igbos? Why is it that the Igbos are the ones that are feeling the pain? That it is not only the Igbos that lost the war. That it is not the Igbos that lost, that the people that lost the war is the Southeast. The old Southeastern region lost the war, not the Igbos. But why is it that the Igbos are the most aggrieved? Why is it that the most... Let me bring that video. Let me check for that very video and play it before we go further. And so that we can be able to get some lesson from what that man is saying in that video. He made a point in that video, but in as much as I don't agree with every single thing he said, there are so many things he said there which I did not agree, because what he was saying, when you listen carefully to his narrative, it was still another deception. Because what they do in Nigeria is to bring a half-truth. When they bring a half-truth to woo you and drag you to their side, then they will unleash the evil that they want to unleash. That is how they have succeeded in pushing many propaganda that is flying today on air. And people didn't take notice. When they were building up those propaganda, you will not take notice. They will come with a subtle idea and continue to tell you certain things that looks like the truth that is never the truth. But when you listen closely and carefully, you begin to understand where they are coming from. I want us to listen to this man on this interview, what he has to say.
Educated people. They are well read. It only shows you that truth is timeless. When lies will go for 1,000 miles, the truth will only need to take one step. People who are looking for the truth. What happened? Why did we lose this war? Before the war in this country, the Igbos had 37 officers, using the word East. 37. The Yorubas had 10. Hausa had.
I want you to pay attention to what this man is saying. This man is speaking about the Biafran war, and he's talking about the Igbos. And when he's talking about what belonged to the Igbos, he is generalizing it to the old Southeastern region, which is acceptable. That is how it's supposed to be. He is generalizing and he's talking about old Southeastern regions. These are people he regards as Igbos, even though they have different dialects there. So whatever comes from that side is assumed that is from the Igbos. They project this idea when they want to make their confusing points, when they want to confuse you or to make out a point. But when it comes to reality, they never want us to unite. The man that is speaking now is a Yoruba man. They never want us to be seen as one. But I want you to pay attention to his analysis. In this analysis, when you listen closely, you see the way he's using his words. These are, these Awolowo boys, they are very, very smart and intelligent. That whenever you are listening to their analysis of what they're saying, pay good, close attention. You will know where they are going. If you are not paying attention, you will get carried away with all the nonsense praises and shouts they're making. But in the midst of those praises, they want to drag you into a point of no return. They want to set they want to set a narrative that is not obtainable. I want you to pay attention to what this man is going to say in this analysis. You are going to understand so many things.
Igbo people are educated people.
Igbo people are educated.
They are well read.
They are well read.
It only shows you that truth is timeless.
Yes.
When lies will go for 1,000 miles, the truth will only need to take one step.
Exactly.
People who are looking for the truth. What happened? Why did we lose this war? Before the war in this country, the Igbos had 37.
Listen carefully. He is saying before the war, the Igbos had 37 officers. And now he will go further to tell you the people that made of that 37 officers that he referred to Igbos. Which in the actual sense, when we say we are, just like when Mazin Nandekan is speaking, Mazin Nandekan will tell you that we are all Igbos. In old Southeastern region. When he says, some people don't understand. They will get angry and think he wants to take away your dialect. He doesn't want to take away your dialect from you. Your dialect remains your dialect. He's just trying to tell you about our brotherliness, our oneness in that old Southeastern region, which even the Janjaweed and the Southwestern know. They know that we are one people. But within us, these same people created a division, instigated separation among us, and some of us are speaking in different tones. You are going to see when he's going to make that instigation. After saying all these good thoughts, he will come in again and instigate that division we're talking about. I want you to pay attention and listen in. Listen to what he's saying.
Igbos had 37 officers, using the word east.
East.
37. The Yorubas had 10. Hausas had 8. Many of the ones of the Hausas were killed. So, I'm sure they will have sat down to say, how did we lose this war? What did we do wrong? Some will say, we have no weapon. Look, I have seen people who succeeded from failure. I have not met one person that succeeded from excuses. I am tall, I am black, I am short. Who's to give you the food you're talking about? Your enemy will come and feed you. Somebody is daft. If that was the thinking, they deserve to lose the war. But why Igbo in particular? Igbos did not lose the war. The East, that was Biafra, which included Kwere, Anang, Ibibio, Efik, they lost the war. But why is it so that the Igbos are so concerned with it? So you see, there is another commander of the Navy called Pascal Odu.
Now, I want you to pay attention. This man has made his speech to drag you closer. He made his speech. He started with the truth. And now, listen carefully and see where he's going to land. How they create that lie that never exists. The division that they create. When they create these things, some of the time we don't take notice. You will be listening to them. You'll be enjoying the speech. But at the end of the day, they will plant this seed of discord in the midst of that their good talk they used to drag you in. And before you know it, they will create a narrative. And people will run with that narrative and it begin to reign. Igbos don't love themselves. Igbos hate themselves. Igbos are not working together. The Southeast cannot be together. The Southeast don't love. Igbos don't welcome people. Igbos are domineering. I want you to listen now. Listen to where this man is going. Pay attention.
There is another commander of the Navy called Pascal Odu. He wrote a book. He was talking about his boss from Agbo. He said, but the man is not a Biafran anyway.
Listen.
So, an Agbo man who is Ika Igbo speaking is not a Biafran. So
you see, this man is explaining why we lost the war. And the example he's bringing is somebody that wrote a book and said that somebody from Agbo is not a Biafran. And now he is now generalizing it down that the Igbos decided to sidetrack every other people outside within themselves and said that they are not Biafrans, that they extracted some people. which never happened. This is a lie from the pit of hell. A lie from the pit of hell. That somebody wrote a book. And look at where everything he has said now, this is where he's landed. That it is because we are not united that we pushed away some of our brothers and we say they're not part of us, which is a blatant lie. All these things are the narrative that are being created through the British and the Janjaweed and Caliphate, and they push it, and some of us buy into it. When somebody is listening to this man now, the way he started this narrative, and he finally landed in a place where he said that during the Civil War, an Igbo man wrote a book, and he said that somebody from Agbo is not a Biafran. You can imagine. These are the way they create this narrative, and these are the importance of us coming online. Every one of us know that he himself confessed that when he was talking about the Igbo Biafra, he talked about the East. In his reference, he made mention of the East. That East has the 35 officers, and he said Igbo officers, and he referenced to East. He went ahead to expatiate about that East and said that this East comprised of different dialects, but they are known as Igbos. The same man in the same interview, he's telling you now that it is the Igbos that extracted their brothers and said they are not part of them. Thereby, letting you know that we are the problem of ourselves. We created the problem. We are the ones that made ourselves to lose. Which is a blatant lie. A lie from the pit of hell. We know that the Nigerian soldiers took Biafra uniform and fought against our people to blackmail us. The same thing they are still doing up to today. Flag of operation. They plan the operation, they do it, and they pretend they are not the ones. Up to today, some people in the riverine area are still believing that the Biafrans fought against them. And look at how they create those narratives. When he started very well, he talked about the unity of the South is how we are one. But at the discussion, look at where he has landed. These are the people who have to be very careful. When we are listening to them, they come with those sweet words, half truth. Even up to them telling you about the truth. That lie can take 1,000 miles, but truth can take just a second, a step. And look at him. Look at where he has landed with that his truth. You can imagine.
Agbo man who is Ika Igbo speaking is not a Biafran. So you could see why they lost the war. Because they annihilated the Efiks,
you see,
the Anaks, the Bibios,
you see,
the Queries.
You see the narrative he's painting. That the Igbos annihilated the Queries, the Anak, the Efik during the Civil War. And that was why we lost the war. You can imagine. And these are what people listen to. Some of these regions, they listen to people like this. And when they listen to them, they begin to believe what they say. You can imagine what this man, after coming out with his own mouth to talk about the East, having 35 officers, and he said these 35 officers are Igbo officers, and he mentioned East. He went ahead to explain this East, that this East he's talking about comprises of different dialects. He mentioned the tribes. At the same time, he come back now and said that the Igbos annihilated these people and said they are not part of them. Because a book he said he wrote or he read. And this man, I think this man was a general before. These are people from Oduduwa land. This is how they push, they use they think they are smart. The first of all, way you would do some good information and other, at the end of the day, they will chip in that they are destructive information. You see how they planted this unity we are suffering today. This is how they plant it. This is his own judgment.
Once you alienated these people, they're looking for where to belong.
You see.
So when Nigerians got there, they gave us all the support that we needed. So we had to move forward without having to look back. The natives supported us.
You see, this man fought on the side of Nigeria. That when they entered there, that the people supported them because the Biafrans rejected them. These were the people who used Biafran uniform to go and fight against our people. This man himself was one of the sponsors from the way he's talking. From the way he's talking. knowing fully well that this whole area are Igbos. The southeast, we are all Igbos. All southeast Nigeria, we are all Igbos. Regardless of our dialect, we are Igbos. He confessed to that. And these are the people who went and took Biafran uniform to go and take the life of our brothers and tell them that it is the Biafran soldiers. And now when they came in, this narrative is saying now, and people accepted them in the end that the Biafrans do not want them. That was how we lost the war. Imagine that was how we lost the war. His own narrative. These are the kind of people we see again and again. And some of us listen to these people unknowingly without knowing. They come with that their sweet word. You think they are talking sense, but they just want to capture your attention. When they get your attention, they will unleash the damage. Some of the damage, unrepairable, you can't repair it. Some of the damage, you can't repair it. Like this very damage is causing that. It is difficult. Up to today, there are still people who still believe that the Biafran soldier attacked them. There are still people in the old Southeastern region that believe that the Biafran soldier attacked, which never happened. It never happened. The same way they said Ojuku single-handedly declared Biafra, which is wrong, a lie. A lie. You see him, he even went ahead to say, why is that Igbos are so pained about the civil war? That it is the Southeast Biafran that have lost the war, not just the Igbos, it's the Southeast. That's why is it that we are the ones that are much more concerned? A stupid question to ask. The Igbos are in a large number. They lost the highest. They lost both in properties, both in life and everything. They lost so much. It is not something to forget easily. Every other person can begin to adjust because they didn't fit. The people that felt the heat that is Europe up to today to speak, the memories of the war is written all over us, the Biafran people. Up to this minute, it is written all over us. And for somebody to come and think that he can just come and woo us and we forget, it is sad. This is why we have to be strong in the media. This is why the establishment to educate Biafrans about the facts, more especially area. Our Biafrans in the coastal region. This radio is important to bring information, ask questions, to get facts, make inquiries and research. You know, some of us are very lazy in making those important research. Prefer those ones that have been made already. You hear it and you see it on visual, the way we are talking and speaking about it. So I thank you that radio is going to be launched. And I pray that the implementation will be sustained because this is not the first time we launched it. But one video comes up and start afresh again. Don't forget, during the time of Master Samaneko, we have vision started running, tested. We tested it, every one of. We tested our television, we tested our radio before. I pray by the now that the government will sustain this one. It's first time. Welcome. Good to have you, my brother Greg. If you're there, meet yourself. Speak to us. My brother Greg, are you there? Yeah, bro, Greg.
Yes, Maz.
If you're there, Greg, unmute yourself.
Good afternoon, Maz. Am I coming out?
No, my brother. Yeah, loud.
Good afternoon. I don't know if my network is okay.
Yeah, it's okay today. We can hear you clear.
Okay, thank you. Good afternoon, and good afternoon to Biafrans. Yes, happy weekend. Yes, one more time today. For the past 2 days, I have been not there. My program changed. It will be almost difficult for me now to be joining the morning afternoon program, except in the evening. Yesterday evening I was trying to enter, but I didn't know what happened. It's like you use a different
Yeah, I saw you
stream.
yesterday evening. Yeah, well, you used a different app. Yeah, I used
Yeah.
the mainstream last night. I saw
Yeah,
you when you enter, you go out.
Yeah, I entered. I found out that my mic cannot open. The camera cannot open. So I was trying to do it. The thing refused. So I just listened to the program. Yes, Mazi, thank you so much, and we continue our struggle. May the name of God be praised, because He is the head of everything we do. In all things, we must thank Him for all that He has been doing for Biafrans, from our families, from every corner. He has been so good. All the Biafra families, God has been doing wonderful. And we thank Him for the life of Maz Nnamdi Kanu and Maz Simon Ekpa, our PM, and all the Biafrans that the enemy is holding hostage. Our prayer is that God, who make all things possible, will fight this battle and set Maz Nnamdi Kanu free, and set Simon Ekpa free, and set Biafrans who are languishing in prisons free, and set the Biafra land free. That is our prayer, and we know that God will do it in a very short distant time. This we ask through our Lord Jesus Christ, and we pray for Dr. Ngozi Oraveze, the DPM, and all the Biafra cabinet, and all the Biafra armies. Especially now, our prayers get on the head of our brother, Gentle, and God, who has been keeping him, will continue to keep Gentle and all the Biafra armies. Those who put their life in danger to say that they want freedom, they are not fighting because they hate anybody. They are not fighting because of any other thing, but they say, let us be free. We want us to be free and rule ourselves. Let other people go home and rule themselves. That is only what is causing problem. So I pray that the Most High God, who have been keeping them and fighting the battle for them, that God will continue to protect them and save them from all the dangers and from all the hands of the enemy. Through our Lord Jesus Christ, we pray.
Amen.
Yes, Mazi, thank you so much. I see your program. You talked about courage and Biafrans to be courage in whatever they are doing. That is the spirit of what we are doing. It's for Biafrans to be courageous enough and continue in their courage. In any area that any person is performing or is sacrificing, let him do it with all his mind and be courageous, hoping that our miracle is coming soon. Are we going to have Biafra? The answer is 100% yes, Biafra is coming. But only what we are praying that our God should do is that they want it faster. We have suffered enough. Yes, Biafrans have suffered so much, and especially the Igbo Biafrans. I don't know where to start. But in everything, in all these things, you can package all of them together. The hate that Igbos are suffering in the world, especially in anything that called Africa. The hatred they have for Igbos in every corner of the world, especially in the African land. So, and that is why where it is spending so much is when somebody know that he's being hated, when somebody know that they don't like him, when you know that when you enter into any house, their eyes are very wide to receive you. When you know that no part of the nation have open hearts like the Biafrans. Because you imagine yourself, somebody who will come to your home, and that is why the Europeans and the the Western and other part of the world are progressing. Let me touch it a little bit before I will go into what I want to say. In the Western world, if you come into their land and you bring amount of money, you come and invest, and they see you paying your taxes, you did not commit any crime, they open door for you, give you citizenship, help you to make sure that your business is secured and that your business is that is increased. They will not hate you because of the progress you are making in their land. Rather, they will hate you if there is any crime you committed. That does not mean that you will not suffer a kind of racist. Yes, that racist kind of racist is a complete different thing than what the Biafrans and the Igbo Biafrans are suffering in every part of Africa. If you are doing well, if you are doing anything with a white person, and they find out that you can do that particular thing more better than he do, he will try to everything to become your very good friend. He will be worried, coming very close to you because he wants to know why, what come that you are doing this thing more better than him that is doing it. He will not, because you are doing it better than him, and hate you. He will not, because of you are doing it better than him, and say, no, throw him out of this place. He is not one of us. Why must he do it better? No. He will encourage you and try that you become his friend, because he wants to learn that, he wants to know the secret why you can do that thing better than him. That is why they are doing what? Progressing. A German man told me, he said, Greg, I said, yes, we are doing something. He said, do you know why the Japanese and the Chinese progress? I said, why? He said, because the Japanese were stealing with their eyes. He said, you can steal with your eyes, it's allowed. You can steal with your eyes, it is allowed. I said, what do you mean? He said, yes, you can thief with your eyes. The Japanese and the Chinese steal the European technology with their eyes. They look at the European technology, they stole it with their eyes, and they're doing very well. That one is allowed. I say, he said, yes. So, but the Africans don't have that sense of stealing with their eyes. Instead, they steal with their hand. They steal with their evil heart. They make sure that if you are doing well, they quench you. And not knowing by quenching you, they are quenching themselves. It brings me to closer to what our people are suffering in every part of Africa. It brings me to what our people are suffering in Nigeria as a demonic land. And why it pains me so much is our people have not come to the knowledge that anywhere you put your feet, they don't like you, because they know in a very short time you will do better than them. And because of that, they are jealous. Because when I come, I watch the video, of that this Igbo chief in Ghana, whatever. I found out that the man, that very word they are saying, that the man is saying he wants to build a kingdom in Ghana. The man did not say something like that. He said there was nothing like that. And this is what he said. He said about 2013 or what. And even they went for that land, and that land, they disappointed them with the land, and he forget it. But somebody is using it today to destroy the Igbo image in Ghana and destroy the Igbo business and properties in Ghana. That will show you the amount of hatred that they have for the Igbo people, and because they are not chasing them out because of anything, but because they find that these people are doing better than them, even though in their land. Where is my this thing is coming from is because I watched what the Igbos have been suffering. We are suffering because of we did not study ourselves. We are suffering because we did not come to know ourselves and know those things that we are lacking, and try to know how we can correct some of them. Instead, we become more and more and more stupid. Look at yesterday, because yesterday when I was trying to join you, I couldn't. Yesterday you talked about our brother Gentle and the battle and everything that he's facing, and they went and used the video of what he said last more than 1 year, and they brought it out now that something happened in this world, just to create enmity between the Igbos, to create enmity between the Biafra supporters, create enmity between Gentle and the other part of the of Igbo land, to create a community problem. To tell you that Gentle is from this village. Why is he killing this village? Exactly. That's what they want to do. What to put among the Igbos, and that is why I came that first day he made that broadcast. I said I'm happy, because why I'm saying I'm happy. It's not good for a man to listen when something is going bad and you keep quiet. Keep quiet. If you keep quiet, you are doing more damage than what is supposed to happen. And that is how it is even in a family. When it is in a family, you keep quiet, things will be will be going more and more bad. But when you speak it out, if it's the one that you're supposed to say sorry, you say sorry and that ends there. If it's the one that someone has to tell you sorry, you say it and it ends there. Everybody do what? Continue what everybody's supposed to be doing. So, and that is what the Igbos are suffering, because when you come, an outside enemy come to tell you that your brother don't like you, you have not started telling him, actually, you not sit down and ask him why. Who told you that my brother don't like me? Who told you that I'm having problem? Did my brother tell you? He will tell you, no, I did not tell me, but I saw it. I see. Why can you come and tell me that my brother don't like me? When he not tell you, but you are trying to tell me that you see the way things are going. So in your own family as well, did all of you, are you in the good terms? Mm. Yeah, because that is what they happen. The only thing that concerns every part of Nigeria and every part of Africa is how the Igbos hate themselves, and they forget that there's no person that have love to his brother and his sister like an Igbo man. None. Doesn't exist anywhere. None. Nowhere. Because if they have that exist, if such a thing exists, that kind of progress the Igbos have because of the love they have for their brother and their sister would have been in their communities. And they don't know that why the Igbos progressed today was because of the love they have for themselves. You see. So, but the point there is they always use those stupid ones. Then when they look those stupid ones, they will go and pick them. Those ones that will buy their evil idea. That are the kind of one they will, all these evil Nigerians will go and make friends with. So look at the example again. This man, you just played his interview. He's trying to tell you that the Igbos did not deny their brothers in Eka and some other part of the Biafra land. So when it was not an Igbo man who pronounced the name Biafra, who pronounced the name Biafra, I heard the man was from Ejo. Somebody like the second in command was a man from Calabar community. I think Oefiong was from Calabar.
Yeah, Efi.
So, you see, and then some of the officers that are not Igbo that fought on the side of Biafrans.
He didn't name those ones. You don't remember those ones.
So how come that the Igbos denounced their brothers and they went to war? So when they were there fighting for them, and who was the person that who was the person that caused this particular war in the first place? Is it? So, and some people who don't reason, some people who don't do any research or follow up, when they want this kind of man, they will take it as the man is telling them the truth because that is what they want to hear. The man that caused all the problem that Igbo come to defend their brothers and sisters was a man from the Delta State, according to what they call it. You see, but the time it as Igbo problem. But when they come for them to defend themselves, the same people that the Igbo come to fight and defend and say, "This is my brother. Why are you fighting my brother?" The same people are the people who they went and convinced, "Don't follow these people. These people, you are not their brother." And most of them that are from Eka, like Obumidia, denied himself for being an Igbo man. So that is the kind of people and what Igbos are suffering. But my problem in all these things is, it is time that if you are an Igbo man, you need to advise yourself. I was listening this morning. Somebody sent me what one Yoruba man was saying about this very this in the push to Senate bill to pass about the traditional rulers of from the north and from the Yoruba.
Yeah.
And this hopeless Yoruba man was saying that he don't know why the Ohanese people, because these Ohanese are the people, they are our problem in the first place, because the things they're supposed to do, they don't do them, and the ones that are not supposed to do are the ones they're doing. So he said, I don't know why some Ohanese people are having problem with that bill. That he was talking about that bill that they talk about the traditional ruler, and they start saying that the Igbos have problem with that. Why must Igbo have problem with that? When the white people came, that the Igbos doesn't have any king. Igbos were like that. It was when the white men came, the people that have a central rule was the northern people who was having a northern central rule, and in the Yoruba land they were having a king. In Igbo they don't have anything like king. It was when the white man found out that they don't have king that they started giving this warrant chief to the Igbo people. That is what the Igbos have is warrant chief. So that why are the Igbo complaining now that everybody know that the Igbo don't have any chief? So the people who have chief are the Hausas and the Yorubas. So Igbos are not supposed to have problem with that bill because Igbos are disturbing. Why are they making we're talking a lot of rubbish? So that why are they disturbing? It's time that Igbos should come out and tell them if they want to be Nigeria or if they want to be Biafra. So they have this.
We have told them we don't want to be Nigeria. We have said it now.
So I was looking at this man. I said, because why this kind of person coming out to do all this? Because someone like Dave Umahi, because someone like Sonudo, because someone like Hopus on them and the rest of them are there. They don't have any standing, anything concerning Nigeria. The only thing there is anywhere that Bele push them, that is where they will go. Because they don't have stand on what they believe. They don't even know their left or from their right. The only thing they know is that money they will make from politics and nothing more. Now, Yoruba man is coming to tell you that Igbos doesn't have king, Igbos doesn't have anything. So the Yorubas and the Fulanis have to rule us traditionally. That kind of law is good to pass it in Nigeria. You see? So that is the kind of thing that we are facing. Because when they're using gradually to make sure the Islamized Nigeria, the Biafrans, and at the same time they will the Islamized Biafrans, and at the same time they hold us, they enslave us. In anyhow, they want to enslave us traditional, they want to enslave us in religion, they want to enslave us in politics. So once they pass this bill, you know that Igbos are totally a slave, pure slave in that country. Total slave. They will slave you political. They will slave you in religion. They will slave you in traditional way. So you have no say in any part, in any how. That is what the Yorubas with the Fulanis are planning. That brings me to this night watch again, when, what do you call him? Omahi. And there's one of his interview I watched about 2 or 3 days ago. Omahi was talking about the Fulani headers and the killings. And now he go back and say it was because of the killings of the Fulanis inside the bush and the kidnappings and all this. And that is why Maz Nandekano formed ESN. And he used the language even though that they did not support it. I look at that man and say, shame unto him. And it was because of the killing that made Maz Nandekano to form Eastern Security Network to protect our land. That even though they did not support it, instead you went and form an opposite security, not to fight the Fulani that you knew that they were killing your people. Instead, you form a security to fight your people. That is the same Eastern Security Network. That is the problem we are having today. That is the problem and insecurity that you feel in Igbo land today. You see, so my brother, it is time that our people must wake up and start knowing that they have no other alternative. No matter anywhere in Africa as an Igbo man, the only thing that can defend you is if the Biafra is there. If once we have a Biafra nation, you will see that every African countries, there's none of them that will fear will let to touch any Igbo property anymore. It can never happen. It will cease like where they pour huge water in a fire and it will go off. They will not do it again. They are doing it because Nigerians are endangering them indirectly to kill our people and destroy their businesses, even though they are doing it even at home. So that is the only thing that can save us. The only thing that can save us as people is our freedom. It's our freedom and nothing more. So let Biafrans be courageous in what they're doing. Be courageous and support in any how way you can support. Do not look back. Come out, support, speak out when you can. Don't keep quiet. Keeping quiet is destroying things more than what you think. There is a something Massachusetts say one time. It's anytime you are keeping quiet, you are speaking much louder, you are speaking more than even somebody who is speaking. Because if something is damaging and you keep quiet and you are not speaking, that means you are supporting it more than even the people who is doing it. So the earlier we be courageous and do what we are saying. I thank God for Biafra, United States of Biafra government, who is bringing out Radio Biafra. I pray that this Radio Biafra, whatever it take, this Biafra Radio Corporation, whatever it take, Biafra must do everything to sustain it once it is being launched. And if it is possible that even anywhere they will get it anywhere in the world, I hope, I pray that it will be there, because some of all these programs can be pushing to that Radio Biafra, and people will be hearing it at any time and know their rights and know their left. Thank you, Maz, and God bless you. Let me give my other brothers and sisters a chance to talk.
Thank you so much, my brother Greg. I appreciate you for that wonderful, wonderful contribution. Let's hear from my beloved brother Christian. Bro Christian, you're there? No.
Hello?
Happy weekend. Hello.
Happy weekend, my brother. Share my voice, they come out, huh?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay, good. Yeah, bro Greg, well done. How are they today?
My brother, I will do fine. Thank God, and your family too.
We thank God, my dear brother. Yeah, so we just must continue to counter, and we have to continue to debunk these enemies, these sworn enemies. That is what they are. There's quite a lot to talk about on this very issue. Just like the one you just played, this man, oh my God, these people, they are, wow. That is just a fraction. So many of them, the problem when it comes to this conspiracy or hatred is ironic, the form it takes, the shape it takes, because for the Yorubas, they have people in political arena, political elite, in position of authorities and high places, and they are exhibiting without even hiding it, showing it. I mean, literally, they are showing it. So, not minding that for them, they have also like the masses who are online, on YouTube here and there. But the fact that the ones who are politically elected into high places, they are showing their bigotry. That is what concerns me a lot, because
exactly. They don't hide it at all. They don't hide it.
A handful of them. Yeah, you can name a handful of them who occupied executive positions, and they are showing it. Like Abika Dabiri, when she made a comment one time of a particular group that brings that when it comes to criminality, and this is somebody with a very powerful position. If you remember when they had to rescue Nigerians, and she was blatantly showing her bigotry against certain people. But you don't have such people in our place, like Biafrans, who are in political positions, occupy exotic positions, and be showing bigotry or trying to antagonize them. You don't have that. So, but for us, we are left with no choice than to make our voice heard, to debunk this narrative aimed at destroying a people. We remember the one from our sister in Canada, and the one that even surprised me was that yesterday there's this sister, Lisa, So I saw on her program yesterday. Actually, you didn't hear me, bro? My voice will come out.
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
So there's this guy, a Yoruba guy, online, came out to say that he has been defending Ndibo, but that he's fed up, that he will no longer do it, that because Ndibo, everywhere you go, there is them, this and that in Ghana, in Nigeria, in South Africa, blah, 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 that he's fed up, that there's something. So Lisa just came out and completely, stop him on his tracks, because that is part of the narrative. But again, the surprising thing is the fact that as they are doing it on that, online level, on that just normal individual level, they are doing it at the upper level too, politically. So that is to tell you that this is no joke. It's not some kind of people online ranting. No, no, no. This is a very serious stuff.
Very serious stuff. But our people are not taking it serious.
People are very naive. This is why I look at it. The level of naivety and the damage of what they are doing, and it's been going on not just today. It's been going on because what happened is that over the years, over the decade, the Yoruba medias, it is also on that same trajectory. They've traded on that same path to cause so much destruction. Of course, more on our people, but generally in the entire country, because they never they never call good. They never call bad. No, they always try to lie, deceive, and twist things. This is a problem because look at that Igbo coup, for how many decades now since this whole thing, none of them, and they all know about it, but they never come out to put things right, to put the story right, to say no, that is not Igbo coup, so stop using it.
The thing has put right. Have you seen them talking about it? They still come to their
exactly
the lies.
Yeah. So the Obasanjos of this world, these are the hardcore people who knew everything that happened. They knew Nzogu, they knew the Faji, the Yoruba guy, other different tribes of people who were involved in that coup, but they never say anything. They all traded on that part of Igbo coup. Why? That was completely decimating in the Igbo in every politically otherwise, but they kept quiet. So you see that this thing is just incredible. But one thing, because again, even though just like the other one in Canada, the one who also bring out the video of FFK, I don't agree with her because she's a one Nigerianist. But when they're doing something right, I have to commend it. So the same way goes for this Lisa. Lisa was all out on it, telling that in this day and age, in this time we live in, you're not gonna. You must have won in the past with the media propaganda, but not this time. And every person, wherever you are, you must stand up to them to make your voice heard, because in this narrative they are trying to paint in the not just in Nigeria now, but other parts of African countries. That is it's a mean-spirited effort what the Yorubas are trading. That in South Africa, in Zimbabwe, in Ghana, all these things, they begin to. So we really have to continue to, be on our guide and continue, because trust me, it's terrible. It's absolutely terrible. They live what they're supposed to do. They don't do it. What they're supposed to say, they don't say it. None of them, these Yorubas can come out and show example of anywhere in Yoruba land where Igbos are militarily or using whatever it is to invade their land, take their land, and force them into IDP camp. Not even any place of all their state, of their region, not even one. Yet, they will not say that. Rather, they ignore those who does that, and they're trying to say that. So this is serious stuff. You can see the calculated effort to paint a people black and to demonize the people. So that is the thing that we must stand up to them on this, because even like this man you played this video was talking about the war, the civil war. My goodness, these guys they are really, really determined to twist history, because even me speaking,
you see how he started and how he twisted it at last.
Yeah, yeah. So when I know my voice is coming, huh?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yeah. So during the Civil War, or should I say, yeah, of course, Civil War, just like in Nnamdi Kanu, we were born about maybe like 5 or 6 months thereabout. So obviously, my mom, because my mom is a relative to a colonel that fought the war. So I probably would have been like maybe 5, 6 years. I don't know. But this was after the war, very many years after the war now. So when she goes to visit this colonel, who is a relative of her, she will always take me along as a young boy. So this colonel was also always, from that little age, narrating about the whole thing that happened with the war. How these people, they did not discriminate, in the sense that, oh, you are not Igbo, oh, you are Anyoma or you are this or that. No, they just massacre everybody, including what they did in Asaba. But now this Yoruba man is coming to say that the Indi Igbo, they were against the Biafrans who are not from this that is like the exactly. But that is not true. That is simply not true. Because this my mom's uncle I told you is from Anyoma. And he narrated how everything went down. Ojukwu did his best. He tried all he could. But the truth of the matter is that it was also an international effort led by the British. But this man did not try to make mention of the role the British played. But instead, he's trying to pin it just to suit their narrative. You know, that divide and rule, because even today as we speak, this very day, even though our people are rising up, the awareness is growing, people are realizing that it's all about geared towards divide and conquer the people. So the Anyomans, for example, they are rejecting all this old notion that has completely divided our people. You know, but this man, again, like I said, he comes here to say that the Igbo did not lose the war, but that because their people were against them because I didn't quite get everything on that video, but from the part I got, he is saying that the Abo people, which is Anyoma, Abo is Anyoma, they speak Igbo, even Igbanke and the Okwal, all these are all Igbo people. The story, my own grandfather, who was a king of my place, and that as early as I was, he narrated the story. So I'm not one to be deceived. I'm not one to be bamboozled with lies. He told us the story of Ezechime. When they were coming back, you know, from Benin, when the hatred, same old hatred, not be today start, bro. It's a natural phenomenon, you know. So he started moving back because if person they run from outside, and I homie they run to come. Yes. So this is my goodness. So obviously the lesson there for us as Biafra, as Ndibo, is that in this time we live in, we must not, they will never, we won't let them win again on that media propaganda. No, not anymore. And we saw the result in that sister, I forgot her name, in Canada, the one they were trying to persecute online, and because these are same people who quickly pick it up. But Abikere will not pick up other things. No, but my brother, how dare you? So that is the situation for now. Thank you.
Thank you so much, my brother. You have spoken well, and we must continue to stand them on. For this media war, they will never win it. Not again, never ever. They can't get it. My beloved brother, Oluchi Wagod, you're welcome. Good to have you today. Sorry for last time when I forgot to bring you in. I'm so sorry. You're welcome, my brother.
Thank you, Oluchi
Wagod. No.
Thank you so much. Good morning, Tutoma.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I want to thank our brother Greg and brother Christian. You know, I've had everybody and I know what your topic is all about. The Mazichuk is very unfortunate that I have lost sympathy for. I've lost sympathy for anything called Igbo race because Ohamadike, he talk and talk and talk and talk and talk. He told them on time. He told them on time of the dangers ahead. He told them what was coming. He prophesied. He went into the deep of scripture. He went into amalgamation. He went into to bring out the hidden secret that is hidden from us. Yes. He brought it out. We thought all of us embraced him. We never knew that, let me say, what do you call them? Do you call the elite or whatever you call them? They didn't buy into it. He cried about the media, Yoruba media. He was lamenting every day, said the worst in the history of mankind is Yoruba media. And people thought it was a joke. He even told people, don't get him wrong, that he have his nephews, cousins as Yorubas.
Exactly.
But that Yoruba media is the worst thing that have ever happened to the zoo. To the zoo. And people thought he was joking. He told them this is the step from beginning to the end, step by step, what they are doing. Our people ganged up. They ganged up and they decided to put him up for sale. And as if that is not enough, somebody who have been going all over the north, embracing terrorism, Sheikh Gumi, he goes everywhere, he go in the bush, he collect billions to tell these people. He instructed the Nigerian government that stop calling these people terrorists, if not, you will not have peace. As if that is enough, he told the entire Nigerian people that he told the whole southern region that you should go and form vigilantes to fight against
your people. And they did, though.
We thought it would not sell, my brother. They bought it
immediately.
They started immediately. They begin to set up vigilante to go and look at where our demand. The same thing he said. And let me tell you, he never said that without a price. Those who he spoke to, they knew money is involved. They knew money will come over. But he's speaking for the caliphate. So as if that is not enough, they implemented it. As if that is not enough. Truly, Mazi, we truly begin to fight ourselves for real. We thought it was a joke. Our people begin to rise against each other. That's why I told you I've lost sympathy, my brother. I don't know how long. When my father was old, each time you talk to him, he talked to you, said his days are numbered. I will not say my days are numbered because I'm still 50-something years, but you still cannot say anything because this life today, it doesn't matter if you're 30, if you're 20, if you're 50, if you're 40. Even the kids they have in the stomach will die. But there was a dream Nnamdi Kanu had, which is Biafra. They do all manner of propaganda. He said, give me Biafra. He said, give it to him. He said, if you give it to him, carry anything good, but give him Biafra. How will you give him Biafra, I asked. He laid the structure, how to get Biafra. As if that is not okay, the Department of State, DOH, they truncated that speed. They threw it under the bus. He saw that he has this with nobody. He just single-handedly said, no, this man is thinking the way I think, he's doing the way I do. He picked Simon Ekpa. This man started this race, and that was when we knew he was an athlete. He ran like Usain Bolt. This Obato run. He ran like he ran more than Usain Bolt. We thought the message Gumi sent, Abasanjo went also to Miss Southeastern region, that this is what I did before. That if it can be replicated, it will work. And he gave them guideline. My brother, they put it in place. And they begin to work in. That's why I told you I have lost sympathy for Ndibo. Now, as if that is not enough, this Ogechukwu Nkere, remember, before all this shenanigans, he met with Ifeanyi Uba in America, in Maryland. He met with Ojus Okano. He did not meet them for Biafra because these people are not for Biafra. That was the reason he made them, because he was not the only one in America. He made them. And after that, they told him what to do. We thought it was a joke, play. They were asked to truncate this, the declaration of Biafra, and they did. Now, something happened. In an attempt to destroy it completely, they never knew about it. Also have said, oh, this woman, I think this woman is speaking the same language that I'm speaking. This woman is still doing the same thing. This woman loves accountability. This woman loves honesty. He said, no, I am going to use this woman like Olympic torch so that she can take this torch and run. And he saw from afar that something will happen. He never hid it. He handed her over the torch to carry on. But to our greatest surprise, these people came to destroy everything these individuals have built. Let me tell you, Mazi Church, if from day one, but I saw one of our brother, I think Bro Greg, he talked about gentle this and that. I don't want to talk about them because they are, let me call them honorable men. But what they are doing, the thing they are handling in homeland is not easy. But let me tell you, the problem you see today that is happening in Biafra land is this group of people inability to acknowledge USD from day one, Massachusetts. I am being honest with you. Their inability to acknowledge the United States of Biafra, this thing cost, he gave Ogechukwu leverage. He gave Vam and Group leverage. He gave Biafra Unite leverage. He gave Adado Rama leverage. That was why they started with the men. Because the men did not tell them where they belong. That was why they used it to destroy everything. They said the men, will they not eat? Will they not eat? They are suffering, they are drinking Gary. Because they refused, they did not acknowledge the declaration of United States of Biafra. Mazika Chooks, if these people have done this from day one, today, believe me, you will not see any Fulani in our bushes. You will not see any Chenki point in Biafra land. Those things that they are looking for to happen under Dr. Ngozi Arabeze. My brother, if this set of guys have acknowledged USB from day one, acknowledge that 29th of December, Massachusetts, all this today we seen wouldn't happen. It was their inability to say, this is where I belong. Maybe if you like, give us money. But this is where I am. That thing today will cause havoc, damage. That's why, let me not use the word hate, because according to the word, you're not allowed to hate. But let me use another word, Massachusetts. I despise Ogenkere. I despise his group. All people belong to him. I despise them. I despise Vam, and wherever he belongs. I despise the Biafran Unite for wherever he. My brother, you see this set of people in my Massachusetts. I despise them. I despise them. I despise them. They gave Fulani chance to run over our land. Everywhere.
I agree with you. I agree with you, my brother. Their attitude contributed 100% to what is happening. I agree with you. If they had functioned with the government from day one,
yes,
God knows we will not be where we are today.
Even if you did not make the cabinet, my brother, even if you did not make it, you will also be reassigned.
Exactly.
Because cabinet, even as I'm talking to now, United States of Biafra government, they still need people to work.
Exactly.
So imagine these people, why they did not make this present cabinet. Well, some of the cabinet don't have even deputy. They can be deputy. They can do all manner of things. They can do they are not even asked to leave the government. The only thing, the Obato BA structure, they did not make it simple. And he said it to them. When Biafra declared, he set up a panel to bring up people that will work international stage. Awo Sana Barawa, Even I hear others then agari with people that matter. I was not gaya. Non Africa. Ko vam na kwari akwa everywhere na shout to Konyara. Ya wagaje meet people that matter for Biafra. Obato based all this thing. I never mean bad for any of them. It just if you are not here, mmadụ nọgide ọrụ nwanne onye isi mgbe abịa dị assign ya people. Iwepụ onye ahịa gị tinye onye ahịa gị nyarị onye ọrụ. Onwe mgbe ọsọ ha pụọra ya pụọ na Biafran liberation.
Biafra apụ. Why you change Biafra? Post on member of the party. Is it
when intention now just you are done here, go away. You are even I don't didn't not suspended. The suspension was not in there, it was not you wouldn't come back again. But you see, these people that's why today I don't blame I'm not in the business of Onya Yoruba Sekpa. Onya Yoruba Sekpa. You ask yourself, didn't you know Yoruba leverage? Have Ahmadike not told us what these people represent? He has told us. After Akukwon sign Nefesin, onye na-ekpesu na-eriri na-eji ngaji ogologo. Ọ chọkọ magege hapụrụ ngaji nara ha John Benson. Ye jidezie ngaji mgbe ala. But you see, these people came in absence of another, and what you hear now caused this havoc. All of them have animosity with Obatobi. What is the animosity they have with Obatobi? Insincerity. Insincerity. Not being honest with him. But the guy is honesty. He wants people who will say the truth. He wants people to work, people who will be honest. But the Nnamdi Kanu, he didn't find the same honesty in people. He removed a lot of people. He removed he removed them. People like Van man. In Mama Kobi do be no na.
No go na front line now.
God bless you. Ndinna. But here meet the criteria about our leaders even most of them aka hanko. Onwe honye call.
Don't disappear na media. You will never believe it.
You won't believe it.
You won't disappear. You won't believe it.
So mgbe Obato be meaning anything evil for these people. Just because no Dr. Ngosore, I'm asking him ebe Tinubu nwa today. Omakata gi me even before Shetima ori ya gete before ya bata atomota sheme COS ya run magodla things. Gwaja abela go begin the run thing, they set up things before Yokumoku National Assembly to swear in Shetima. Ndị agbazikwa anyị na asifu anyị nwa na museum na anyị amaghị ihe COS pụtara. So Mazi Chuks, you see, sometimes we onweghị mgbe anyị bịara for anything now. Nwanne Biafra adịgo overdue. Ihe hụrụ mmega na arọ ndị Izọgụ today. Manakwa mgbe Biafra Unite na ekpe Sam 91 na Korobi. It was Biafra Unite who told us that the keys to fire who lead the Ngozora SS squad. They have battle with the BDF. But in the night today that Okisto Fire was working with Gentle. Then he was paid. Gentle tema na one na akazo to do Okisto Fire causing havoc. But this is the same person Biafra Unite to put like this seer of the seer. Now going that goes on address Okisto firemen who fought with the BDF, no goes on address them. When I have lost sympathy. Lagos, so.
This is media. If you are in the media and you are not careful with yourself, that's why Nigeria sometimes. Many of us in the media look at Mazin Nandekano in Nigerian court.
Yeah.
They cannot be able to see anything among the things who preach to hold him. Nothing. Master Simon Ekpa in international stage, they could not see anything to pin him down on. Anyone in the media today, I'm on your channel. I'm on your channel. Do you think when you took a life imprisonment in your channel? This is a good. You know, some of us know in the media, in a voice message, no call. Oh, I have information. I have information. You want that? You want that? Go and rubbish them his. Pay my phone here, forget here and there. Man, they send them information. Man, they send. I don't talk about it because I'm yes. If you don't need information, come and say it yourself.
Yes.
Come here, I remember live program. You put that live. What I'm going to book it on. Yeah, but I hear
it.
But some of us in this media, I wait to Intel. I have Intel. I have Intel. This person told me this. Even in a rubbish nonsense, you blackmail your own brother with information that is not verified.
I have lost sympathy. God is my witness because
so sad.
Even Mali Mandi no law. Sometimes you try to argue with them, you try to talk with them, politely say one a solution. Here a solution for peace to reign. Look at Nnamdi Kanu. Ndị Igbo Nnamdi Kanu nọ na detention one Tinubu bịa ala Igbo agaghị m echi ya echichi kemgbe Nnamdi Kanu nọ dị echiene Babajide otito echigo Babajide otito eze echigo Tinubu echichi but oji their son Tinubu so mee Igbo wapụọ n'aka Buhari. Tinubu, so he was part of the people who plotted for Igbo to leave. All of them. Mabasanjo went to Cotonou to see.
Of course, Igbo. Of course, they all went to go. But that time we pilgrim. Now I got pilgrimage at Cotonou. All the Yoruba men.
But Ndikanye. Ha bịa ka echi ha echichi na-eji anyị eme karikacha nwanne. Let me conclude. Ọ bụrụ na anyị ga-ala home, I chọrọ ile anytime soon, which I also am hopeful, my brother. Akwa hụrụ these people nwanne ha kwesịrị ịpụrụ anyị n'ala Igbo. Ọ ihe mmejọ conclude. It has been my message every day. Ndị a kwesịrị ịpụrụ na be anyị. Because Dagodim how a governor of my House of Rep, can they not even walk out of Senate House? Cannot they walk out of House of Reps? Akwa na ga-ejide Bello Tuji. His days are numbered. We are closing it on him. Now, between Simon and Ohamadike Nnamdi Kanu, onye mere ihe Tuji Bello Tuji ogbugidene like this, hold the whole north to ransom. They are closing up on him today. He's still there. Nnamdi Kanu na DSS. Ndị Yorubas, ndị Yoruba, agamasị go wenita Yoruba ejide ya. Yoruba Nnamdi Kanu defendere. Yoruba Simon Ogbara all their bushes ebe Fulani take Grover without them knowing. Yagbagi asigi ga verify ya. Today, ha no dey ejide Ohamadike jiri ya. Ha obioma ha wa the settle. They are happy.
They are happy.
But Igbo
very, very happy.
Anọdụ Igbo wapụrụ onwe ya ga na-emere onwe ihe ya. Anọdụ a Bello Tuji nọkwado a na-emere onwe ihe. But ha were Yorubas agamasịzi ọwụ Nigerian government ndị Yoruba were Nnamdi Kanu jide. My brother, let me conclude. I've lost sympathy anyway because here now, what do I say it? Amado George, but I'm on that we are going home. And wake up and think Biafra will not come. But the thing, the problem I throw your time, it's some your time, I want to go home. So, the whole Europe, Benin. The Igbo like the buy Garieji, the whole Europe. Now land there, and when any community nearly get Hiji, Benin nearly get Taji. Ndị Igbo eji aka ha refuse of freedom. Ndị Igbo eji aka ha do freedom. Biafrans eji aka ha si ha achọ freedom. Enugu State alago. The other day Okocha myself, happy myself. 500 terrorists batra from Benue to Enugu State. Onwe he obole nwe big anoya. Has not at a house or one, ha gasi go gentle, has go men butudo. Because in Damon, hang wa jaka ha, what put to be called out for stupidity. Because ndi Joshishin name reputation, ha name honor. But these people choose dishonor. When they have done nothing, all we had Jaka cause. But one day, I want to thank you for giving us this platform to air our minds and say how we feel. We don't mean no harm to anybody. We want to give freedom. Nothing else. I put one no doubt for no Biafra. Nna ihe krola ihe gbasara Biafra. Amamoto mmadụ ga-eji chọkwu ihe apụ anyị n'obi. It's not easy to be forgotten. Ọ dịghị easy.
Forgot to go and get in there.
Ọ dịghị easy.
Forget it.
So onye ọbụla si ya amaghị abati ma onye na dị delusional ma we lose about water ka gbasara the person. But the thing is, for us who have chosen to talk about it, know about it, we can never forget. It's our life. It's our religion. The Biafra is our religion. That's where we worship. So thank you so much, Master Church.
Thank you.
And I want to use the opportunity to also, the same thing, I may make this call everywhere I've spoken. I want to use this opportunity to call every man on the ground to embrace United States of Biafran government. Let them leave their ego. Let them leave Dr. Ngozi Arabeza. Let them not pay allegiance to her. Let them pay allegiance to United States of Biafran government. Yes. Because you see, pay allegiance to Dr. Ngozi has to maybe has all this on your memory. Has on a fly on your memory. Now I see her pay allegiance to United States of Biafran government. Because I want to Dr. Rabeza who United States of Biafran government. Exactly. With many arms of government in that system. So they should work for everyone. They should work for Biafra. Thank you, Mazi.
Thank you so much, my brother. You have spoken very well. And that your last word is very, very powerful. And I buy that idea, and I've been preaching on that line of thought. Embrace the United States of Biafra government. I have preaching about this. Some of you think that what we are saying about it is about Dr. Ngozi Arabweze. It is not just about her. This is about the United States of Biafra, where you and I belong. And we don't have any option. I wish there is another option. We don't have any option. And even you know it, I know it. These are our men on the ground that are genuinely fighting for the freedom. They know it, that there is no other way. They know that it is the United States. But because of one thing or the, because of ego, or because of disagreement, because of one thing that you don't like, why don't you see one thing, that tiny line, say, because of this. Just look and you say, if not for this, use because of that if. Pay your allegiance to the United States of Biafra. Let us move this. Let us go to this war. We can't go to this war divided. We can't go. The Janjaweed that are gathering, the Yorubas are doing their own. The attack is so much. We can't go to it divided. We can't go to it divided. It will be more difficult than it is already. It will be much more difficult than it is already. There is no way we can succeed in this being divided. We must come together to fight this battle. If we must win, we must come together. So my fellow Biafrans, there's a video I want us to watch. One of the videos I saw in this VOP where they're discussing about the insecurity in the Southeast. This common language they push using their media that we are Biafrans are the ones causing the insecurity in Biafra land. Biafrans are the ones killing themselves. This political agenda. I saw the discussion on VOP and I want to play it. So let us listen and hear what they are saying in that plan so that we can make our contributions also. Let's watch.
Do you believe that this insecurity in the Southeast is caused by its own people?
No, I disagree.
A couple of persons have been giving testimonies.
Sorry, it's not showing. I don't know why. Let me see. Okay.
Targeted killings of certain individuals.
I disagree. I'm from Owerri. I'm an Imo State man from Owerri, Emabiam in Owerri West. Recently, my people at Obeke Amori coming to Opala, there was some herdsmen, Fulanis. They came there and attacked some people. And even in my community, some Okada riders were coming. They attacked them.
Okay.
Sometimes I have the video. So are you telling me that it's our people? And it was when, that's why I say these things, let the communities arm themselves for the security of their people.
The communities, the same communities that the military may evade and say you guys are part of those.
They should self-defense is allowed. Somebody cannot say I want to kill you and you'll be there. My place, I'm from Emabiam. This rubbish cannot happen. It cannot happen because if it happens, that person will not go. So communities should help themselves. I've said it. Those of you that in Lagos, please help your community at home. Because
that they're not helping. Do you know the Nigerians in diaspora ever since the resurgence?
I am still pleading. I am still pleading for them. Even if they are helping, they should form vigilantes. Because what is happening is that these things are politically motivated, and most of the political leaders, they are not saying the truth. Like I saw Soludo saying that 95% of killings, other 85 or 95, that is from our people. It's a lie. Those of them that they displace in Enugu, are they Igbo people that displace them? Those of them that are they fought in Obeke near my place, are they Igbo people? Even at near Futo, that was I had the video. So, but if you are telling me that some people, some bad elements are within them, okay, what about the bishop that they kidnap? Didn't you hear the story, the testimony of the bishop, what they said, even when they were speaking Hausa? So let us say the truth. And some of the political leaders, because, I said it yesterday, because of this theory of fears that they put in them, because of their political whatever, they don't want to lose. They think that because some set of people have the power, if I come against them, they will do this. That's why Barrister Darlington was saying yesterday, did you see how presidency sent people to go and appease some set of people? Because they have this fear mentality, this theory of fear, that we hold the power, we have block vote, and without them you cannot be. So that's why most of them are not talking. And secondly, most of these politicians, they see blood as a means of reactivating their whatever. They are into many things. We know them. So they will not until people, if you say you will die, I say I will die, somebody will run. I said it and I keep saying it.
But if you look at videos and pictures, a lot of young people have died. I saw the terrible barbaric thing that was done to young boys in the Southeast. They mutilated them.
These people are coming.
Random,
these people are coming with homes, very sophisticated weapons.
No, some of them use machetes.
Yes, but macheted and also sophisticated weapons. I'm telling you, I am calling the places, villages where these people want to come. They tried in our place. They cannot.
Have you been to Olu lately? Have you heard anything about
Olu? It has been up to 2 years. I've not been to Olu.
Olu is deserted.
Yes, I know.
It's usually one of the most busiest
even before the governorship election, it was something else. Okay, what about Ikenga? Ikenga, during that political time, that they went to their house and destroyed a lot of things. Those ones, we know that politicians, these things are politically motivated. They know them. If they want to stop it, they will stop it. But they don't want, because one of the things is that, you see this, their security vote. They are making money. Where there is crisis, all these things, this is where they will make money. They are making money and they don't want to stop it. Imo State is not a place that you say we have a vast land that people can do something and run away.
Exactly.
No. But the so-called political leaders, I've said it before, political leaders are not leaders because they are selfish.
There are some hinter communities where there are no police stations there.
Even police station, do they have any gun?
They've raised it down.
If you call police will not go. What police? They don't even have gun. If you call them, see, a lot of things are happening in Imo State now. Even these organ harvesters.
Yes.
They are there.
It's the business of the day.
They are there. But the police, that they say is lion, whatever. What they are doing, innocent people are being apprehended and being suffered. Police are not doing their job there. You listen to Nosempa. A lot of issues have been happening there. It's politically motivated. The leaders there refuse to do things. They refuse.
If you're seeing this, why do you now think that others will take your plea and clamor serious? Your state governors, your House of Rep members, your senators are not calling this out.
Because they were not elected. They are not leaders. Those of them stole the mandate. None of them can win local government election. When you see, when a shepherd is in charge of his sheep, you will see the protection. But when somebody that is not a shepherd is there, it doesn't concern him. He can do anything.
All right,
they didn't win the election.
Let me say something. Because of this, Chukwuma made a statement. He's the chief security officer of his state. So when these cases come to his table, they have videos and all of that to give them as evidence. You remember the Labour Party man that was kidnapped and killed? They caught the boys.
They caught the boy, handed over to the police.
Wait now, they caught those boys. Those boys were people from that town. They were Igbo boys. They weren't Hausa boys. They weren't Yoruba boys. They were Igbo boys. And when they asked them, they said it was a random thing. They didn't know who he was. The church said he came around like he was passing when they were concluding or conducting an operation. And so they just apprehended him. It was in the process that they apprehended during questioning, they realized that he's a person of import. They now collected money. Before then, they had already shot at his leg. Before they now called the family members, they brought money and they killed. They asked them, why did you kill? One of them said he's one of the boys that maybe he was high or something. He just wasted the man despite collecting the money. So the thing is, those boys did not mention any politician's name. They said it was a coincidence that he ran into them. So my question now is, if those boys are Igbo boys that did what they did to make their money, would you now say that those guys were politically induced?
Okay, the question you ask yourself, when quote unquote
was that they took them to go and show them where they hired the vehicle.
I can hear you, Bro Chris. I think you want to say something.
Oh no, because it was muted, so I thought maybe it's you or something. But anyway, if you want to, I don't know, maybe let's finish the video, then we can contribute. Because I wanted to know what I also gathered. There is a young man that was killed. In which state is it? I'm trying to remember the state. He's a fisher, fish magnet. You heard about it? Hello? Oh, internet. Hello? Ooh. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Juice. You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, I said I wanted to also raise, but of course we finished the video. So I wanted to let you know if you heard about that fish magnet young man that was killed recently. Did you hear about it?
No, I didn't hear. When was that? I didn't hear it.
I think a few days ago, they kidnapped him, shot him in the leg, and they paid ransom, and he was still later killed. So because based on this video we're playing, these the politicians, people are trying to twist or pretend, maybe they don't know, like this woman now, maybe, but let me tell you, see, the mother of this boy, maybe you will hear about it later, because it's the trending news now in Nigeria, a fine young man who the mother is politically motivated because the mother is a strong Abga member.
Yeah. So it has to relate to some of the things that Uzodema does, like in Ugochinyere's houses where they went there and slaughtered people. These are political killings going on.
Exactly.
But
in the name of trying to frustrate the mother, they will now take the life of the boy.
That's what they did to the young man, you know. So what happened is these politicians, they are doing it, killing, and sometimes what they do is they get disillusioned young Igbo boys. They pay them. They get them to go and do like what this woman was narrating. They get them to go and do their dirty job, which can happen anywhere. But when you trace the origin of the whole problem, the source of the problem is the politician. Anybody tell you otherwise is lying to people. Is this politician that they are killing different people for different reasons, you know, using their talks and tout, and that they learn. Even Tinubu, that is the hallmark of Tinubu, you know. So let us, like, if we finish it, maybe we can talk about that more.
Okay. Two of them. On the way, they said they escaped.
They escaped. Are they not?
Then later, the remaining ones that were in the cell, they said pneumonia caught them and they died.
You see, when I say it's political...
Yeah, I just want you to pay attention to this. See how that thing that this woman reported, see how the people disappeared. All the people that were involved in that very attack that this woman just narrated now. Just like what you were saying, Pro Christian. Just like what you were saying. Just pay attention now. Let's listen and see how that case ended.
Security officer of his state. So when these cases come to his table, they have videos and all of that to give them as evidence. You remember the Labour Party man that was kidnapped and killed? They caught the boys.
They caught the boy, handed over to the police.
Wait now, they caught those boys. Those boys were people from that town. They were Igbo boys. They weren't Hausa boys. They weren't Yoruba boys. They were Igbo boys. And when they asked them, they said it was a random thing. They didn't know who he was. The church said he came around like he was passing when they were concluding or conducting an operation. And so they just apprehended him. It was in the process that they apprehended during questioning, they realized that he's a person of import. They now collected money. Before then, they had already shot at his leg. Before they now called the family members, they brought money and they killed. They asked them, why did you kill? One of them said he's one of the boys that maybe he was high or something. He just wasted the man, despite collecting the money. So the thing is, those boys did not mention any politician's name. They said it was a coincidence that he ran into them. So my question now is, if those boys are in the Igbo boys that did what they did to make their money, would you now say that those guys were politically induced?
Okay, the question you ask yourself, when, unquote, unquote, they were apprehended and the leader was handed over the police, what happened? Where is the boy?
Well, the first one we heard was that they took them to go and show them where they hired the vehicle.
Okay.
Two of them. On the way, they said they escaped.
They escaped. Are they not?
Then later, the remaining ones that were in the cell, they said pneumonia caught them and they died.
The remaining one died.
When I say it's politically motivated, just don't believe what politicians are telling you. It is we that will tell you the truth.
So why would you come and lie on such a sensitive
They will never lie. You not seeing their president lying. Are you not seeing their governors lying? They would like to protect their interests because they saw politics as a business. They saw governance as a business. They don't care whether Nigerians survive or not. They don't care. What happened to him? Why did they... When they asked the second commissioner of police that took over from the former one, he said that he just come in, let me just... Forgetting that government is continuing. He didn't do anything. Where is the boy? They caught pneumonia.
Happening to my net.
Virtues on network.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, Virtues. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I think the network had a problem.
Yes, network problem.
Anything that some people, some bad elements are not there.
We're saying the same thing more or less, right?
But most of them are politically motivated.
Hello?
Yeah, just like
hello?
what you were explaining. Hello, I can hear you.
Mas Juice, hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead.
Yes. So I said that more or less we are saying the same thing. Sometimes these journalists, you see, like this our sister here, they are also they are being very mindful. They are being very political in their presentations. They are also scared of their belly, their pockets. Because you know what? These politicians have the power, ways and means to throw them out of their job, and they don't want to lose their job. You know what I mean? So sometimes they will ask a question, you begin to wonder, is it not obvious for you to know what the answer is? So why are you pretending as if you don't know that these things are all positional? That you still hear me, Abby? Well, I don't think so, because playing devil's advocate is trying to. Oh, I doubt that she's playing devil's advocate because they know, some of them know that it's the politicians. I cannot know that it's politicians and be playing devil's advocate. I will call it for what it is, but they're scared that because when they continue to call it like what it is, they may lose their job. These politicians are so influential. How can you tell me that people you've caught? They escape. Where is the handcuff on their leg? Do they just, how do they, and the ones get malaria?
My brother Christian.
Hello?
One thing in Nigeria is, hello, I'm hearing you. One thing in Nigeria is a lot of Nigeria don't understand the kind of rot Nigeria, the kind of dirty, corrupt Nigeria is.
Yeah.
Because those people that you saw that escape, those ones are the agent of the government or the politicians.
Yeah.
Or the police. Police as themselves are criminal. Those people that escape are maybe working for the politician or the one that working with the police. And those ones they kill are the ones they kill to hide evidence. All these things that Soludo came out and tell people that 99.9% are Igbos. How many people have he shown to the killer? How many people have the government of Anambra, their own Anambra state, shown the Igbos and the Nigerians, they call the whatever they say. These are these people who caught and they will take them to court, and the court judge and they jail those people, or at least they take them to court for judgment. And people will see that these people, indeed, they were criminals. How many of them, as Professor Soludo, who is well educated and exposed to everything, how many people have Soludo took to court and judged? How many people have he convicted as a criminal? And those people that say that they are 99.9. So you catch a criminal and you say that criminal, you put handcuff and everything, escape from the hands of the police, and the other ones was killed. Who killed them? They killed them to hide evidence. What happened to Ikenga Imo house? Who are those people that went to his house? Even the camera.
But you know what? And Brother Greg, Brother Greg. Yeah, okay. We saw what happened to Ikenga Imo's house. People were massacred there, and their target was Ikenga himself. Where are the perpetrators? They were boys that were orchestrated by Hopus Odema. But the perpetrator till this day, nobody. So and see like that Soludo, he has learned all the tricks, very sophisticated tricks that he's applying. He's a killer. He hires the Igbo boys. Some of the boys, like I said, who are disillusioned, no job, no really economy, is nothing to write home about. They use them because if you don't know that, I feel sorry for you. These politicians, especially our politicians, the Soludos, the Hopus Orman, and the rest of that, they will stop at nothing. I mean, absolutely nothing to make sure.
All these things, it will be as if in Igbo land there have been a criminal crime. They have been kidnapping in Igbo land before anything. Before the Fulanis came down with their terrorist kidnapping. The Igbo kidnapping, they were kidnapping with information. If they maybe the Igbo kidnapping, this is the way they were going. Igbo kidnapping, maybe your driver, your somebody, your boy or whatever, they will give information. They will some of them, they will come and carry the person, and they do that kind of kidnapping. That is the kind of kidnapping that Igbos were doing. and nobody will say that there was no criminal in the land. Yeah, but not as the Fulani who come into the land, and when they shift their military, when the Biafra military in uniform came to Nigeria and started the kidnapping and raping and doing a lot of evil in our place. And the soldiers did not come out for one day and say that all those, even though we have some people who commit crime, but this kind of crime that is happening in Igbo land had not been there until when they pushed the military into Igbo land with the Fulanese. That is where everything scattered.
Of course, there's nowhere there are no criminalities, no society. Okay. But what
even
is happening
in this Europe? Can someone say there's no criminality in America?
That what?
Let's try to complete this video a little bit. Let's just
all right.
Then we now.
Okay, brothers.
Because if the governors, if the so-called political eggheads want to stop it, they will stop it.
Okay, let me give you this instance. I got a report about Mbano in BC, Isiala, that access. That these boys go to the homes. Especially there are some people who say, please stop this your Biafra clamor. It has not helped us. It has actually put us in a state of despair. They say if you are not supporting the Biafra agenda, they will murder you. They will buy you. They will come to your home, kidnap you. They don't kidnap you. They will raise your house down. If they want to be so brutal, they will take you out and machete you, put your head on a pike and place it in the market, in the village square. It happened on several occasions in that axis. It got so bad that a lot of people left. Some of them are in other states, other cities outside that particular axis, outside that location. These boys that are doing it, will you say that on that they are using their political, they're being used by some political gladiators using Biafra?
Okay, let me answer you by answering your question, and I will answer it.
Okay.
When non-political, what are the indices of a fair state? One of them is that when non-political actors began to dictate what will happen, and it happened, means that state is a fair state. Now, you see, most of the things they dish out or they say, don't believe them. Let me give you some, for instance, there was a day I was traveling from Aba Obigbo, near Obigbo. So I was moving to Port Harcourt. There was no issue of anything that Biafra or this Masob or whatever. The thing happened the other side. But when I listened to the news, they say Masob or IPOB. They were causing mayhem at Obigbo side.
We've heard that the IPOB term is political.
I'm coming. So they just flash the news and people will say this. Most of these things you are hearing are not truth.
Okay.
We are in the village. I will be in my village this August, highest August 16th. But I'm telling you that if our political leaders want this thing to stop, it will stop.
So why don't they do something?
Because they are very selfish. They will not. Because they are making money. They are making money with the blood of innocent. How can you say you are chief security officer of a state and such a thing is happening? Look at how they are destroying the farmland. I'm telling you, near my place. I'm not talking, I'm from Emabiam. Obeke, go and ask them. Obibi, ask them. I'm calling names. It's like what they will do. They will come and tell you they have done this, they have done this. Go to Ihiagba, Futo. That's Ihiagba Road, Futo. Futo. Polytechnic in Nekede. Go to that road. That road is no-go area. But they will come and tell you at the media they have walked that road. That road is express. And show you. They will come and commission how many kilometers. So what they are telling us is what they want us to believe. They are the people causing this problem. If they want to stop it, they will stop it.
Okay, so what
about the money given to them as a security vote? What are they doing with it?
No, Mr. Tonimbata, the reason why I'm asking all these questions, so it doesn't seem as if people are covering crime because they are from that place.
No, I can't cover crime. I can't.
That's a general purview that, these people, this is the atrocity ongoing in the region. They're not bringing it out. They're covering it. Because if we want to erode evil, we need to unmask evil. We need to know exactly what is causing it. Imo State was touted to be one of the peaceful states. In fact, this was before NSAS. Do you know that during the NSAS, Imo State was not affected?
It was not.
They did, in fact, Governor Hope Uzodinma at the time did a town hall meeting where he thanked the youths for not being part of the other states that, were involved in the NSAS. It was started as the most peaceful state. So what happened?
What happened is that I've said it here. When you are not a shepherd and you want to be there by all means,
I know it became worse.
Do all manner of things.
No, it became worse when Nnamdi Kanu was extraordinarily renditioned. In 2021, 2022, the Nigerian military, they were heavily in Imo State and they killed a lot of people.
They were killing innocent people.
And arresting.
What did they do?
They were ravaging the
people that are Boko Haram taking communities. Militaries are not there. Go to Imo. Okay. Why are we saying all this? Go to Imo State. You see checking point from one point to the other. You see them, even instead of them to secure, they are collecting money. Go to that Mbise Road. Go to that before Naze Junction. You see them collecting money.
Even that Aba branch.
Military everywhere. Even custom. Have you ever seen custom being inside the state instead of them to be at the border? You see them. So they are the people causing it because they are making money. If they don't do all these things, where will the money come from? But it's a blood money. They will pay for it.
All right. So if that is the case, what should be done to resolve the issues there so that developmental opportunities can begin to be groomed in the Southeast? There are some states that are okay. Abia State is doing well. Enugu State, to a large extent, you can see the works of Governor Peter Mba there. Alex Otti, the people are happy with Alex Otti. And if you notice, investors are coming in. When a state is secure, they can see the workings of the governor. People will come and invest. The states that are in dire need of economic viability and investment.
Let's stop it here for a while. You see, when you listen to this, sometimes you begin to wonder why we are still wasting time to walk out of this janjaweed. These people will continue to blackmail us for as long as they can. For as long as we continue to be with Nigeria, we will never know peace. They will always try to push their atrocities to us that we are the problem, even when they know that we are not. They will always try to make us the problem. Some of this program where I bring it is for you to know the kind of message people are getting on the ground. That what we see and what those of them see there are very, very different. Only few of them can see the truth. And even when they are telling the truth, they are very mindful of what they say. We don't have any option except the United States of Biafra. No other option. It doesn't matter how you think, it doesn't matter how you feel it. My sister Ojugu, are you there? If you are there, unmute yourself and speak to us before we continue on that. Finish that very video. Are you there, Sister Ojugu? I don't think Sister Ojugu is there. So, my brother Oluchi, my God, you have something to say on that? Let's hear you.
Okay. Welcome. Well done, Master. I've spoken before. Can you hear me, please?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, yeah. I was listening to this sister Esther Nwachukwu. It's very, very unfortunate that one of my daughters is Esther Nwachukwu. And for her to be saying this rubbish she's saying here, it sounds that she is delusional. I know she's protecting her job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But this brother, where he comes from is where my mother, that's my maternal home in Mabiam. I know his face, and if I might know him. But the thing is, for an average Igbo woman or Igbo man, who up till now, whether as a journalist or for anything, that have not understood.
My brother is disturbing.
That whether IPOB, they mention ESN, my brother, I'm not ruling out that Ndi Igbo does not commit crime. But let me tell you, I have said this here before. When my father died, I went to buy cow. I got there, my brother. Those who are selling the cow to me, they are speaking over more than over a person. And I begin to ask them, my in-law, that why he said they are his classmates. They went to Holy Ghost College, they went to Convent College, they went to, they were born there and they speak Igbo. And when these people commit crime, we have seen in a situation where an DSS operative was enforcing sit at home in Imo State, and it was gone down. So these people, they just the same game that Ohamadika have told us about this blackmail. They keep blackmailing us, they keep blackmailing us, they keep blackmailing Biafrans. Because the mouth, the speakers, the few. Yoruba have large media. And that is the reason anybody can come and say IPOP. Because IPOP is an ethnic coloration, indigenous people of Biafra.
Yes.
When that name is mentioned, they are calling me, they are calling you, they are calling all of us here.
Absolutely.
So it is very disheartening that this Esther Nwachukwu, I don't blame her, but I also blame her because she's an Igbo woman. I don't know if she very soon now, if something is not done from Esther Nwachukwu, she might be answering Aliyu, what is it called in the Arabic name of Nwachukwu or Esther? Because these people that they don't see this danger. This thing have been said already. Hamadike, this the prophet of our time have prophesied. Like Isaiah, Jeremiah, they did. They have prophesied this thing is come to be. And this woman is here. Even for her to mention this name, IPOB. My brother, when Hamadike was there was a time I spoke with him privately. But because Hamadike is a very humble person, I told him one thing. I said, look, we need to make a law. Anybody that mentioned Martin Nnamdi Kanu name for evil, my brother, that person, that if you do that against his name, it will be like an abomination. It will be like an forbidding when you mention that name. Because according to them, this they so-called prophet. I don't want to offend anybody. If you call his name anyhow, you'll be stoned to death. Hamadike is more than these prophets. So why will anybody come? IPOB. Somebody not on the ground now baggy the truth. Man, maybe this says that what you could on Lagos. Yet the Lagos now cost story. Ikeguru, my brother, yeah, no Lagos a cost story. Reference no to what is wrong with our people, Massachusetts survivor? I'm still I would have lost sympathy. And this is the reason I came back. Because when you begin to play it, I came back. The good thing can she not just keep quiet? Allow Tony Mbata to continue the topic. For her to begin to continue to indict us. My only annoyance for this
serious indictment.
Yes, my only annoyance is because Hamadike is still in the hands of the enemy. And all of us know that who is the originator of IPOB, so Hamadike. The moment you continue to bring this narrative, you are continuing to indict Hamadike that is in the hands of the enemy. And Nigerian judiciary does not know anything to do, they're only based on media. How can an average Igbo woman called Lester Nwachukwu come to be talking this kind of rubbish in a national TV? So my brother.
Let me quickly, I'm not cutting off. Yeah,
I'm hearing you, my brother.
Yeah, only inquiry about this station. Station or no. Do I have a code with this station? So I was told, but I don't have a concrete or reliable information to that. Perhaps no Rufai or Seni, okay, not arise. No, you will, yeah. Now, these are one Nigerianists. So we look people like this, Esther Nwachukwu and some of them, to help them push certain agenda. Iga no go na-ekwu bụ Esther Nwachukwu na ndị mmadụ na-asị ha rapụ this Biafra thing kudo wee dị. So these are the propagandas that and this that Rufai either na ndị British nyere aka mepee this or whatever. There is always something in between somewhere there if you follow the money. So this is the agenda they are pushing. So eweli atiere na akwụ ya ụgwọ and yawa bụ Esther na protect salary. What are my point? So these are some of the things we have to deal with. So these guys, when you see them, that Rufai and Ruben and the rest of them, they are doing everything possible to make sure that in conjunction with the politicians, that is the main thing. How much is even many, but they are lying about it. So let me let you continue.
Okay, Mazi, let me conclude. Again, I want to say this because I won't divide, not that because we don't divide, we don't commit crime. When Otoko happened, I was there. I am a friend of, I was even a friend of the Tokoto family, but we are from the same place. We knew how everything unfolded. But then, why I say I want to conclude, I want to also urge the same thing now, even if you call me now to bring my final submission, I'm going to also submit this. I want to use this, your vast media, to please, to urge, to beg the entire United States of Biafra, BDF, BLA, BNL. I want to use this medium for them. I think they are listening to you to plead with them, all of them, Mazichuk survivor, that they should turn back. I'm not talking about those in the middle, all this for them. I'm not boasting because I'm more major go, but I'm going to most of them will be Nagwam Nankama. I will be carding wrong go because I want to have the aga nye go hand and ne betray what we are doing. Like Van Gura keep receipt is involved. I want to also thank Van he's doing his job, the job of information minister. On the more information, we want him to continue. The whole information. Behind the scene, we need the information. So I want to add the entire Biafran security structure to, in the name of our Elohim, they should fall to United States of Biafra and align themselves with Engineer Solomon and Onyami and the United States of Biafran government. My brother, these people, the moment they do this, sanity will return. Who be the enemy? Because this enemy we are talking about, when the hackers require havoc, they have caused us pain. So that's my humble appeal to them. Engineer Solomon Nkwota, the capable, Onyami himself, Philip, is capable. They should listen to these experts and work in the interest of our nation, not for interest of any human being. Onyabula Nature Hamadike is wasting time. Hamadike have brought his job. Onyaka Nature now war Batobie, but in absence of Batobie, Onyon thought is also running with speed. We need to back this our Dr. Ngozo Rebeza, or we need to back United States of Biafra government up to deliver. But I wouldn't quite know if I can see there's something happen that they acknowledge our supreme leader. Some of them will acknowledge Batobie. We hardly can see them mention Dr. Ngozo Rebeza. When they can go, they are treading on a very, very, very dangerous path. That's why I'm pleading to them. Help this sentiment and acknowledge the US before things to go forward. In there,
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, my brother. You have spoken well. Sister Ojugo, go ahead and unmute yourself. Let's hear you. Sister Ojugo, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm here. Thank you, everybody. Good morning. Good morning, everybody.
Welcome.
You know, we're not gonna give up, and it's too late for us to give up now. We only have one government, and there is nothing anybody can do about it. Even if Mazen Nandekalo come out now, he has no option. He's just gonna fall in line. If there are changes, if there are things, that's all he's gonna do. We have that document to move forward as a government. If Simon Ekpa, the Prime Minister, comes out, it's just gonna be a little change. But are we gonna go back to Finland or any country for redeclaration? Absolutely no. No. So, and Nigerian government understand that, but I think our people, some of our people, does not get that on their head. You know, whatever that is happening today, I don't know if we will see that coming when it comes to Ogenkere, because I heard somebody saying that the government, some people from the politician visited with Ogenkere. I'm just hearing it for the first time, you know. So those things would have been like a sign. I don't know how we missed that. I don't know how we really missed that. But it's okay. And like the brother just said, Dr. Ngozi, we need to move. She's moving with speed. It's because everything has been set up. Can't people see that? If she's setting it up now, we won't be where we are. Good morning. We won't be where we are right now. No. It's because Obatobie has with his team. Because Dr. Ngozi was part of that team that set up this template. If you watch in all the people that were selected to do one or two things, she was always there in most of them. So she got the template, and that is why, you know, it's easy for her, you know, to follow this template that is already set up. You know, so all we need is to follow her up. The confusion is already there, but how do we move forward? That's why I keep calling. We need to be under the umbrella. One umbrella. We have to protect our government. Nigerian government, they are protecting their government. I want to know they fool around. Nigerian government, are you blaming them? They are protecting their government. They have to do everything to level us bad. This battle just started. So they have to do everything to level us bad. You know, for them, for their own name to accelerate. And then they are doing that, and we are falling for it. Who is a fool here? It's we that are not reading the handwriting on the wall. It's we. You know, so whatever that happens in Aaron talk, whatever, and those, you know, we know who did it. DOS has openly, I don't know how else we're going to say this, openly say they're working with Nigerian government. They're working with, Soludo came out and said that the dead man, the man that is sentenced for death squad in Imo State, also said that this has nothing to do with us. It's people that work with them. When they took Nnamdi Kanu, PSN scattered, and they got hold of some of them. So that's what is going on. It has nothing to do with Biafra Liberation Army, and they know it. Language, I'm not going to talk about language, because if you are born in Hausa, our people speak Hausa. So somebody born in Igbo land, why wouldn't the person speak Igbo? If you are born in Yoruba, most of our people, all of them there, they all speak Yoruba language. So they can say whatever they want to say. Language is not a problem. Because, yeah, you are born there, you know the culture, you know the language. So what makes a stranger not to think that you are an Igbo person? They cannot, I think we'll pass this stage. We've passed this stage of a Fulani man who is speaking Igbo. And they say it's Igbo people. No. We need to come under one government. The Nigerian politicians, they are under one government. And that's why they're able to do whatever they are doing and cover themselves. We need to be under one absolute government, protect it, defend it. That's all we need. If we can do that, you have nothing to worry. This woman will be faster than what you're seeing right now. But the drawback, the drawback was so much, but he has pulled it together. And we thank God for that. So, I don't know what anybody will expect in Imo State. I don't know. Because when they're saying this in Imo State, what do you expect from Imo State? To be good? That the person governing it is good? Are we not deceiving ourselves? We're actually deceiving ourselves. Somebody that Dick and Harry knows, the profile. What is good that he's going to bring? Just tell me, what is good that the governor of Imo State is going to bring in Imo State? If not fraud, if not organ harvester, all he was doing that made them to sentence him to death. Oh, come on. So, my dear, the government has fundraising today. We are owing ourselves. We are holding ourselves. We have to protect our own government as they are protecting their own government. We have everything: intelligence, power, knowledge. That's something that we know God. We got it. But we need to make good use of it. Like one of the person, I think it's the guy that said something about, and then Nnamdi Kanu said it. We have to fight. And then the neighbor will now say, what's the fight all about? See, if we don't fight like that, we should not, there's no country that is gonna, they have their own problem. Until that problem escalates in Nigeria, between Nigeria and Biafra, that's when the world will look into it. It has to escalate.
100% fact.
Has to escalate. Why do we doubt
escalation?
The Kalu's prophecy? No,
that is the right word. Escalation.
We cannot doubt Nnamdi Kanu prophecy. It must come to fulfillment. It's a must. Do you understand? Nnamdi Kanu, do you know what is Idwakanon? What is the next? Fight to start.
Yep.
If we don't fight, escalate this. America has a lot to do.
Try to go. If you don't kill your enemy,
Other
your
countries
enemy
are
will kill
busy.
you.
They are busy with their own problems. They are busy with their own problems. Busy. So if we don't go to the target where it will touch them, where it will, it will go to international news, it's not gonna work. And that's why they're still holding Nnamdi Kanu and Simon Ekpa.
100%.
So
100%.
I'll leave it at that.
So until then, Ndoria no has no governor. Those are the ones of this world. This whole and you take him, maybe don't take him charge of our land. So until then, it's just gonna continue to look at like a child's play, until we're able
if you're a military and you think that you're fighting for Biafra, you have to step up. If you're a military and you say you're a commander, we have to step up. We have to escalate this. We have to escalate it. We don't wait for Ngozi Okonjo to say escalate. No, we have to. We have to. We have to take the bull by the head.
But the USB, the government of USB, we set up the mechanism. Do we agree on that?
Thank you so much, my brother Christian. Of course, the government is going to set the pace, and every other person has to fall in line. That is where we are pleading that everybody should focus on the United States of Biafra. Your loyalty is to the United States of Biafra, not to a human being, not to anybody. Whatever be your grievances, whatever be your anger, whatever be your annoyance, hold it. Just look onto that tiny rope that holds us. Freedom is all we want. Freedom. Let us support the United States of Biafra. It is about Biafra first. You're not doing it for anybody. You're not doing it for any particular individual. It's not about any person. It is about Biafra. So let everybody hold their grievances. Hold yourself. No matter how angry you are, Biafrans are crying. They are worried. We want to go home. We want to go home. If all of us begin to do what we are supposed to do, this journey is going to be very, very easy, and we're going to arrive to our destination safe and sound. So I thank everybody that have joined us on the program today. It is weekend. Remember, the fundraising is coming up 7 p.m. Biafran time, including the launching of the Biafran radio, 7 p.m. Biafran time. Every one of us should participate, and we'll do what we have to do. We don't have any other choice. I will always say it.
On our homeland, can I launch?
It is worldwide. It's a nationwide radio. It's a nationwide radio. So it will be launched during the fundraising. I think it's during the fundraising that will be launched. So that's why it corresponds with the same time, 7 p.m. Biafran time. So every one of us should pay attention, and then let's see how it goes. And I pray that we all will do what we have to do to sustain it and make it be the way we want it to be. So I thank everybody who have joined, and we will take our closing remark. On our closing remark, we are going to be starting with our brother Greg. Bro Greg, take the mic and give us your closing remark as we close up the program for the day while we prepare for the fundraising and other programs ahead. Hopefully, maybe later on I'll be coming up again. Go ahead, my brother.
Thank you, Mazi. Thank you, the Biafrans, for listening this afternoon. And be courageous enough and stand on what you believe. As you believe in the United States of Biafra, be courageous and stand and support. There is no other way than United States of Biafra. There is no other way than to be obedient to the government. There is no other way than to work together and stand on what we believe. We believe with our freedom, and nobody will change it. Nobody will stop our freedom. It is only me and you that will stop this freedom. Apart from us, nobody will stop it. That is one thing. Another thing is our men and the military, the army of Biafra must be courageous enough, and they stand on what they believe. The one thing you must know is when a snake is in your house, if you did not fight to kill that snake will kill you. Because that is the thing. Any person that is not standing on what you believe, anyone who is targeting you for killing or anyhow is your enemy. If you have opportunity, you make sure that your enemy did not succeed. Because if you allow him, he will succeed and bring you down. But never allow the enemy to succeed. Instead, pursue that snake and cut off the head of the snake so that he will not bite you. That is my message to our men. Our prayers will always come to you, and I know that heaven will stand, especially for those people that have targeted and they have put bunting on their head to kill. Heaven will fight our battle, but we must stand up and say no before heaven will fight. Thank you, Biafrans, and God bless you, all Biafrans, and God bless Mazichus and all the Biafrans. I let my mind.
Thank you so much, our brother Greg. Let's get a closing remark from our brother Oluchi Mwagod. Oluchi Mwagod, give us your closing remark as we round up the program so that people can go and
thank you, everyone. Can you hear me, please?
Yeah, go ahead. We can hear you.
I want to thank our sister, my sister Jugo, and Brother Christian and Greg, and everybody who have been able to contribute today. My closing remark goes this way, as always, because a lot of people are listening to your platform, both our men. So I want to urge and also ask our men, those who always come to on the last platform and on their platform or whatever they speak, they say Ngozi Odabeze. At least DPN should be accorded her respect. She's not Ngozi Odabeze. Even if we don't call her DPM, recognize her as Dr. Ngozi Odabeze as DP. Even if you don't recognize her as DPM, you recognize the United States of Biafra that she boldly declared in presence of men. Ebe ha na-aba mmamịrị na a ga-ejide ha na-aba mmamịrị na datraza nwaanyị pulo the trigger. So I want to beg them in the name of Elohim to please align themselves with the USB government so that things will go the way it's going when Obatobe was here. Dr. Ngozi Odabeze mean no harm to anybody. What she just wanted was for people to fall under one chain of command so that there will be no senior is senior. That you are a senior, you still remain senior. But because you're a senior does not mean people will not come up. People will also come up to do the needful. So I want to urge everyone to fall into United States of Biafran government as we're planning to go home. As we do that, I pray my Elohim continue to hold us together, continue to abide and dwell with us. God, I'm asking Elohim to protect them as they do a turnaround to acknowledge USB. That is a very, very key. That's why you see Nigerian government is mentioning ESN. They knew there is no ESN. They knew there is no IPO, but they say until one day they will use their mouth to mention Biafran Liberation Army. That word must come out of their mouth. And how would that word come out of their mouth? According to our sister Jugo, one he take the bull by the horn. Ndeo.
Thank you so much, my beloved brother Oluchi Mwagod. Mwachineke, may Chukwu Kabe my guide and protect you. I appreciate you for that wonderful submission. Unoma Arinze, I don't know where you are getting your 4 p.m. Biafra time from. You can see what I shared there. What is there is 7 p.m. Biafra time. 7 p.m. Biafra time, that is the launching time. You can see it there. I don't know where you get your 4 p.m. from. You said we were told 4 p.m. I don't know which 4 p.m. for what program. Are you not talking of the same thing I'm talking? The launching of the radio is going to be by 7 p.m. Biafra time. You can see it there. And that will also be the same time after it's launching immediately into the fundraising. So that is the time. It's not changed. Don't change it for us. So my beloved sister Ojugo, give us a closing remark as we draw the curtain. My sister Ojugo, are you there?
Yes. My closing remark for everybody my closing remark is for all that voted when we did voting. And also those who would have loved to vote, but maybe they don't know how to do it, or they're not following up, but they have that good intention and they believe in Biafra. We are under one cage. That vote and you believe in Biafra put all of us under one cage. And if you get out of that cage, the enemy will swallow you. That's my advice for everybody. That vote, that Biafra belief has put all of us under one cage. If you escaped, just imagine you have fowl and you put them under a cage and one get out of the cage. Come on. One get out of the cage. What happened? If there is a dog, if there is an animal around there, that fowl is gone. That's my advice for each and every one of you. Onye naru, onye meya were ire gweze ọnụ. Were ire gweze ọnụ. Atụrụ ọmara ọmarụ. Atụrụ ofike. Ya megere. Ya finish n'ọhịa. So, under one umbrella. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you so much, my beloved sister. We appreciate you for giving us your time, even of a very tight schedule. You can see on your busy schedule, you are still giving us that time. That is how important the Biafra is for us. When we are listening, those of us who are listening on the comment section and all that, you can see most of us that are coming out to speak. It's not that we have all that time. It's not that we don't have other things doing. But many people that you are seeing speaking on this platform are speaking from their offices in their tight schedule. While they are working, they spend that time to come and hear their opinion because of how important it is for us to get this through. Everyone has to begin to make commitments wherever you are. I appreciate every Biafran wherever you are. Remember this evening, 7 p.m., make sure you do your part. In your own little way, there is nothing that is too small. Whatever little contribution you make to the United States of Biafra, it is for yourself. You are not doing it for anybody. You're not doing it for Mazi Nandega, not for Mazi Samareko, not for Dr. Ngozi Oraboeze. You are doing it for yourself. So let us continue to do whatever we can do, no matter how difficult it is, until we chase these evil men and women from Biafran territory. More especially the politicians. They must leave the land for us. May Chukwu Okugabe Magara and protect every Biafran that has been in this program from the beginning to the end. Wherever you are in Biafra land, may Chukwu Okugabe protect you and secure you. No strange bullet will touch you. We will all raise the flag of Biafra and we'll celebrate together. May Chukwu Okugabe and protect all our leaders. Dr. Ngozi Oraboeze, the Deputy Prime Minister, may Chukwu Okugabe grant her more wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to continue to pilot these affairs until our leader joins us and we will all launch ourselves into that land filled with milk and honey and enjoy it the way it should be. May Chukwu Okugabe and protect our Prime Minister, Mazi Simon Ekpa. Save and secure him, give him good health, strength. Stand for him. No plans of the enemy will have effect on him. We pray for Mazi Nandekano for good health, for strength, for revelations. We pray that Mazi Nandekano will join us as soon as possible. Thank you so much for being part of this program. I appreciate every one of you that have spent their time with us on this program today, and I wish you a very happy weekend. Thank you and stay safe. Bye-bye.
them on the beat.
I see mommy Nkechi, a rapper don't tell she the new for grave where my uche de papa Emeka. Don't blind from growing, Peking don't fall, now watch up I'm raw. Me self they shake my hand no feel. Yesterday we laughed, today now dust we more. If we don't stop this night where we they share, tell me who go sing for the ones we know they.
She need the voice from under the soil. Brother, no let my blood turn to oil. Little Ada they ask where my papa go. Her small hand they shake, she knows I be this woe. I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
No, make we try you. Back up in the day.
I beg my people see this fire we burn. Now our house they blaze, now our future they turn. We go tell their ghosts, we no go fail you. If we hold this love, that death go burn you.
Oh, make we try you.
Back up joins with a trembling, oh hey. If we no join our children go so.
I say brother, that I've waiting they happen. That I've waiting they happen.